Good morning, everyone, and welcome to East Maitland Bowling Club. We're coming to you live here today for round 8 clash of the TAB Platinum Pennant, where we have the East Maitland Griffins up against the Carlingford Koalas. And from Carlingford, we have Rodney Ruko. Hello, Rod. How are you, mate? Good to see you. Good to see you. Triple header weekend, mate. Couple of losses have been this weekend, but still, obviously, plenty of high hopes and aspirations to try and get that top 5 spot.
Oh, 100%. We've held our own. We obviously got beat last night by a good 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗃 side, which is going to be very hard to beat. And we just turned up ready this morning, ready to play, go hard.
Yeah, and good to hear. And obviously last weekend's good win against last year's champions 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗃, that's got to obviously give the squad plenty of confidence. Not only can they compete in this TAB Platinum Pennant, but also win against the best.
Well, it just shows every game's hard. Like, it's the best competition in New South Wales, if not Australia. So everyone turns up ready on the day. And, we're ready to play, so we're ready to go today. Fired up.
All right, Rod, thanks for your time and good luck.
Cheers.
And with me from East Maitland, we have Rodney Darcy. Welcome, Rodney. Welcome. Mate, sitting in third spot. Great win last night against the powerhouse St John's Park, and then after a tough match against 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗃 on the Friday night. How's the squad feeling, mate? Obviously a bit of confidence amongst them all?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, everyone's really happy. It was obviously a great start to the year. A little stumbling block on Friday night, obviously against 𝗟𝗡𝗃𝗃, but as I said, they're a powerhouse side. So we're 4 from 4 so far at home. So looking forward to making it 5 out of 5 today and getting another win on the board.
Yeah, and obviously, and probably one of the tactics being at home this morning, probably wanting to get out there really early in this match, lay a platform early with the home ground advantage to try and secure that win, which will help you secure not only a top 3 spot, but aspirations for that minor premiership.
Yeah, absolutely. As I said, we sort of finished 7th last year, so the plan was this year we've bulked the squad up a bit and going for that top 5 spot. But obviously after the start to the year, mate, we're really keen on getting that top 3 spot. Obviously going to be hard to catch 𝗟𝗡𝗃 and Maryland's up there at the top. Yeah, they're going well, but obviously the top 3 spot will be paramount for our finals bid, mate, so looking forward to it.
Yeah, well done, and all the best today, Rod. Thank you very much for your time, and good luck. Thanks, so there we have it, viewers. We have the East Maitland Griffins up against the Carlingford Koalas coming up very soon. Should be a very interesting encounter. Joining me today in co-commentary, been blessed, the man, the myth, the legend, DJ Dilworth. Welcome, DJ.
Thanks, Jason. Great to be here, mate, and great for you to have me here, I'm sure.
Yes, always is, mate. Been looking forward to this. Got the message the other day saying DJ's in the commentary box with me, and I was pretty excited. I tell you what, I was had a sleepless night last night, mate. I was pretty nervous.
Oh, mate, you're only human. I mean, I was actually getting a bit nervous. I was expecting to call up a bit earlier. It was a bit like Shooter Sanders in the NFL draft. I just kept dropping. Here I'm round 8, finally got picked up. The message came through from Billy saying, DJ, we need you. So, yeah, mate, great to be here.
It is, mate, an interesting encounter we've got today.
Sure is.
The players are just onto their second trial end now. And East Maitland, they've turned this home surface into somewhat of a cauldron. They're 4 from 4 they are here at home.
Absolutely.
Good win last night against the St John's Park Saints.
Yep.
Sitting in third spot, so really looking to cement that position that they are in that top 5. Win today, hold on to top 3, and aspirations for minor premiership obviously as well.
Carlo coming off the back of a pretty substantial loss last night against the Terrace. Again, but that was over at the hangar. That's a hard place to go for anyone. Everyone's going to find that tough to go to.
Yeah, it has been a common topic of discussion to play Raymond Terrace at Raymond Terrace. You really need to be on. It's really difficult.
Sometimes, mate, not even that. You need them to be off, which very rarely happens to. It is substantial over there. And as you said at the start, East Maitland's done pretty similar here. It's a very good surface here at East Maitland, but they can be hard to beat on, especially if the front ends are firing early. That's where the game can be won and lost over here in this carpet. So that's where Carlo will need to, if they want to bounce back from last night, front ends will need to fire up pretty early.
Yeah, exactly. And from Carlo's point of view, they've still got some slight aspirations of reaching that top 5. Obviously, so far the weekend, triple header weekend, they've lost 2 games, but today, very, very important for them. Definitely need a win to keep those finals hopes alive.
Well, this is East Maitland's last home game too, isn't it? So they want to win. They want to win this one to, as you said, cement it.
So now we move to our team list today, and on our live stream rink for East Maitland, we have Troy Burton leading up, Rod Darcy playing second, Hayden 𝗣𝗡𝗩𝗘 third, and New Zealand international well-known name Shannon McElroy skipping. And they're up against lead from Carlingford, Matty Phillips. The second is Rodney Ruko. Third, Shane Edwards, and we've had a slight change late. Darren Morrison is now skipping this rink. Obviously, there was a couple of little late changes for Carlingford after last night's loss. So, and in the second rink for East Maitland, we have Daniel Hooker playing lead, Nathan Mitchell second, Michael Abel third, just coming off runner-up in the state champion pairs, and skipping there, Ali Forsyth. Well, if you're a bowler, you know all about Ali Forsyth. And they're up against... lead for Carlingford is Nathan Malloy, second is Zach Robinson, third Lee Trethowan, and skipping is 𝗟𝗠𝗩𝗘𝗡𝗏. Very, very solid rink there. And in our third rink, leading up, we have Barry Mungovan. He is also coming off that part of that runner-up in the state champion pairs. Second is Ryan Steele, third Jake Lawton, and skipper Josh Walker-Davis. And they're up against Cameron McClure, who is leading, Hemi Palmer second, Harry Goodwin third, and Kevin Anderson skips. So a couple of changes across the Carlingford team there. Obviously, they've discussed that after last night's significant loss to Raymond Terrace. We won't go on about it too much more, but and here we go. Last time they met was a tight battle. This was at Carlingford. We are at East Maitland today, and East Maitland was successful 61-56. Don't know if you can take anything out of that result because we're different conditions, different venue, different surface.
Different size as well too. A few recruits from different from last year.
And here we go as we're about to begin the first end. Showing a fairly medium end here first up, close to 3/4. I've seen in some other matches already, DJ, I noticed on Friday night, team Marylands versus Engadine. Engadine went straight to T2T. They did it very early on, so. Troy Burton there. It's a pretty good start.
You know, if you're going to miss, that's where you want to miss.
It's been a common theme in this competition. Skippers have been very happy for their leads to finish in behind, not always needing to get the shot early in the game, but if you can set up that back end, it provides them with options straight away.
It's a very niche thing, playing lead at this level, mate. You're out there to try and beat your opposition, but you know by the time you walk up there, your ball's probably gone.
Yeah, well, it has been, again, something we've seen a lot in this competition. Jack has not always stayed where it has been delivered to.
No.
Lots of jack movement in this competition. That's just the aggressive nature of the game and this competition as well. You see Troy there, good adjustment, got the shot. Matty Phillips now.
Just trying to follow that one up. Pretty fair start from both the leads. And he's coming on now. That is you'll see on this live coverage, that is a big hand.
Yeah,
it is a big hand.
Interesting to watch this. Long time ago, I come here for a tournament myself, DJ, and actually played on this. Actually, the rink might have been across closer to the edge.
Yeah, well, it gets bigger the further closer you get to the edge and all that.
But the inside was very tight. So
yes,
it'll be interesting to see how that goes.
Good shot there from Darcy.
Rodney Darcy, great shot.
Rodney Ruko. Did you settle his nerves on the interview before the game, mate?
Rodney was very good on that pre-game interview. Want to chat, Rod?
As you can see there, he is playing that slightly narrow hand. It seems to be turning not too bad, but it just holds up that bit more. There you go.
Very, very good bowl there. The weight is going to be very critical today, especially on this surface. You know, these sort of surfaces you find if if you're over even by a foot, the bowl can actually hold out. If you're slightly under with your weight, it can really pull across. So, Darcy.
A little bit more on that one.
Now he's going to get down and under that bowl. He's very close here,
Very
DJ.
close here. That's a super start from Rodney Ruko.
Great shooting, Rodney Ruko. 2 sensational bowls to open up the match.
Looks like Hayden's going to try and follow that last one down. Slight touch over to his own. Split's good as well.
Well,
And in the vicinity, he's going to get down enough. Just as you said, mate, just that extra bit of weight just held him. But good result there off the wide one.
very good result there for Haydo. Seen Haydo quite a few live streams. State mixed pairs final a couple of years ago. Very accomplished bowler himself. Did he nearly sneak the shot there?
It'd be close, but I think Rod still holds it behind. I think Shane will be coming up backhand now, looking to toucher's pretty good for him. Careful one that is.
Shane Edwards, nice high line there.
Yep. Coming to a good home too if he gets around the back. I think you see not so much aggression here from Hayden, but he'll not be short. Both wing bowls on the outsides are Rodney Darcy's from East Maitland, ready to catch. Flipping over to the backhand.
Okay, so
It's a positive looking shot. Going to hold enough.
that's all he needs to do. He can
Going to
pop
hold
that.
enough.
Just,
Just got his own, very close pot. Look at that. 3 shots out there to the left as we look now. All East Maitland.
looks very, very nice, doesn't it, for East Maitland? Yeah, see Darren Morrison looking to get some cover in there. How can they negate that big count there?
Okay, so instead of just ducking and running for cover, Darren's asking for another draw shot. Thought process here is if he'd rather him draw the toucher.
Well, it's one
And
of
Shannon McElroy come up and do it. So
it's one of them things. You can draw the toucher and go 1 down.
Yep.
Which is okay,
Or
because
is
if they draw the toucher, you're 4 down.
Yeah, 4 down. And he's underplayed this here. Can he get past that one? No, still the same shot for Shannon.
It's very close. It's probably just a bowl narrow, really. So Shannon McElroy, one of the new recruits for East Maitland this year, and really paid dividends, as we can see on the ladder. East Maitland sitting in 3rd, and bloke of Shannon McElroy's ability is a massive pickup for any club. Other recruit for East Maitland has been 𝗟𝗡𝗪𝗘, so really bolstered up, and it was mentioned earlier in this competition how all squads have really bolstered up this year.
Yeah, they have. I mean, that's 2 pretty fair recruits for East Maitland. But not only that, the recruitment of Josh Walker-Davis on a full-time basis. He was one of their marquees last year.
Shannon McElroy comes down. Oh,
Just went in front.
but it's got another one across there. Good little group of East Maitland bowls building up there. You see this on the replay.
Oh, this is quite a cracker over in the next ring. To be expected.
Yeah, we saw that replay there. Shannon, he must have just shaved the top of that jack. So the interesting shot selection here for Darren. I think he will still try and,
Yep, still lining up on the backhand. Just try and draw another one in there.
again, if he does give it away.
It's on the narrow side, I think, for the draw. Yeah, no. Give Shannon another look at it.
Opportunity here for Shannon. Contact on the jack. That can be huge here.
Come on, boys.
Shannon now. On a good line.
He's in the vicinity.
Hayden's very interested.
Wants to hold up a little bit. Wants to hold up a little bit.
Some jack. He got the jack. That's a great shot.
Take that.
He's converted that. It's definitely at least 2, I think. Could be more. But that is a great bowl. That's all East Maitland bowls across there.
Very good shot.
He would have loved to have seen that just probably poke back another, 6 to 7 inches, but...
Yeah, but even still, he hasn't left Darren much, if anything. You might see some aggressive play here from Darren. Up in the forehand. Must be an edge of a ball he can maybe go for, but this won't be short.
Yep, he is. Well... controlled weight.
Yeah, here he comes. He just wants to crack this back over the rods, both, does he?
Well, what a shot, Darren Morrison.
Has it gone back up too far? Nope, one out the rod.
The replay here, let's have a look.
Great shot, Darren Morrison.
On a little bit of an edge on the front bowl, back through, and got that square cut of the jack back. So, what a great opening end we have there.
Very good. Both skippers with their final ball.
Oh. We have end after end of this sort of action today. You're going to be treated to an absolute spectacle, viewers. So there's 2 shots there to Darren Morrison and the Carlingford Koalas. Good way to open up. See, they're looking to get out to a positive start themselves and get their confidence high. Know the importance of a start here at this venue. If East Maitland gets out to a big start, it'll be very hard to run down.
Very hard. They are good front runners as well. So they are. When the chest gets out and the tail gets up, they're hard to come down. So Carla want to try and latch onto the surface as quick as they can. Looks like Mali's sticking to the backhand side. East Maitland lead's going to stick to the wide side here.
Yeah, so this is also interesting too, isn't it? Like, which side is the home side playing on this rink?
Yeah.
Something to really have a look at, and if they're staying to one side, there's a reason why.
Usually, yeah. And it'll be the same across these 3 rinks, so we'll just, and it'll be that side that they'll be sticking to. It's the wider side, it's the truer side.
Yep.
Some other good games on around the traps today too, mate, isn't there? Belrose at home to Tarrant Point.
Yeah.
Engadine, that's a big one. Engadine at home to 𝗟𝗓𝗡.
Yeah, Engadine had a couple of losses this weekend, and they're down at that 5th position, and that it's tightened up that 5th and the 6th, 7th, 8th now. So
it's looking very interesting. Then Mount Lewis will be looking to try and get off the bottom of the table against Marylands, who are flying pretty high.
Well, actually, Mount Lewis are off the bottom of the table after last night's win.
Carla, didn't they?
Yeah, they got off. They got rid of their duck egg.
Per Simon's back down there again, my partner in crime. Well, they want to keep that run going then, but it'll be a hard one against the Marylands team that are going pretty well.
The undefeated Marylands.
They've got a game in hand too, sitting second on the table. Raymond Terson Jones Park lost here last night, and they have to go up to the hangar.
Yeah,
it's a tough place to bounce back. So
yeah, most definitely, it's been a hard season for St John's Park. They over the first couple of weeks they played 2 of the powerhouses, Warilla, 𝗟𝗓𝗡. Oh, and we see a great shot there, Rodney Darcy. Guarantee he knows this rink really, really well too. Rodney Darcy employed here by the club. Him and Hayden 𝗟𝗡𝗡 both involved with the bowls program here. Ruko, that's
pretty good
adjustment.
Goes for second. Still plenty of balls to come though. Rodney will be trying to hit the replay button here for himself. Oh, decent line again. Shannon's interested.
Rodney Darcy.
Solid.
Two opening ends have been close to exceptional. It's not much on here, just a little draw down on that forehand. It's got that Rodney Ruko bowl there. That length behind, 600 behind.
It's a tighter line than what Rodney was on.
Yes, it's down to his run. Will he hold that line all the way down into it? No, but it's been a good bowl. I think it's, well, it's another third.
Yep.
That could give these team an opportunity to maybe be a little bit more forceful, a bit more positive, maybe. Well, early on, we're hearing some cheering and clapping right across here, and obviously being under this dome, it probably echoes a lot more.
A bit, yep.
Noticed last night there was hush went across the green last night at Mount Lewis, and that was the situation of the game, you know. Both teams really fighting for that win last night. There was a bit of tension. Mount Lewis chasing the first win, and Belrose needing the win to stay in contention for that top 5. So but here, pretty high energy, and 𝗣𝗟𝗡𝗙𝗧𝗧 just get right behind. Well, it's just fatten that target up a little bit, hasn't it, there?
Fatten it up a bit, but it is still 3 shots, so...
Most definitely.
So Sheen will have another at least 4 or 5 feet on this one.
Well, if he has, he might be a tad high. I don't know if he'll get back with that weight.
No, it's just, see, as you said earlier, mate, just it's a big hand, but it just does hold that little bit, just that extra pound of weight or so.
Yeah, very, very weight dependent, isn't it?
It is. But, plenty to play for down here at the back, so it'll be interesting. Shannon obviously doesn't want that target to sit like that. Doesn't want to fatten it again.
He would love to change it up, but
Matty Phillips has got 2 wide ones out here as well. Yeah, that's a shot.
Land on the high side, get on the back of yours, it's good.
Just call for it on the high side, just drop Hayden's down behind the jack if he can. If he misses wide, he comes to a good home at the back. Down close to the tee.
well, he's got the first bit right. He's on that high side.
Interested.
Well, look at it coming home here now.
Just drop it down.
Look at that. That is a great lawn bowl. 𝗣𝗟𝗡𝗙𝗪𝗡. High fives all round for the East Maitland guys.
Early call for hot shot, mate.
I think so, most definitely.
Great shot, Kevin.
We're 2 ends in, and I've already written down 5 hot shots. So we're going to keep the Bowls New South Wales staff very busy this afternoon.
Yeah, but me and you don't count as hot shots, so just drop that back to 3. So, there's Darren. Looks under here. You can see the intention, though.
Yeah, most definitely.
The intention. Nope. So what will Shannon play here? Will he play the perfect? Look to just crack the jack and take that shot away from Darren, or does he just run for cover?
Well,
Darren's got 3 out here to the side. No, he's sticking with the forehand.
Yeah, look, if he pushes that jack down and through, it's going to make it a lot harder for Darren to get to. It's what you would say, somewhat still open for Darren to get to.
It is. This could take the shot away from him if he plays it right. But we didn't think there was much of a shot last in, and Darren played it too. Just on the high side.
Yeah, but it's
Just
next,
over the, yeah.
next best
Next
result.
best result, yeah. Darren straight on the mat, not even thinking twice here. Keep the weight, adjust the line a bit. Well, it is a better line, but
Here we go.
he's in the area.
Needs to hold that,
So
Darren
long,
Morrison. Oh, he's unlucky.
Yeah.
Well,
Looks like a draw for 5 here for Shannon.
I think so, and
I don't think that Shane Edwards bowl's beating Hayden's back one.
free kick maybe. Someone of Shannon McElroy's ability, I would think so.
He's only losing, what, 2 feet, 2.5 feet from his last ball. Should be able to correct that.
He's played a high line.
He's on the safe side there. And he's close.
The guys are interested. Look, he's gone higher, and look at that come all the way home. Has he got the run now?
A bit. Just pulled up. Gonna have a look at the others. 3 out. Shane's giving nothing away too early, is he?
No, he's not. He's having a good look.
Gonna tape it.
Once it taped, 𝗟𝗡𝗩𝗘 was pretty confident with a 5.
Pretty confident with a 5, was he?
Yeah, I saw him at 5, so see how right he was.
Just a 3.
4.
4.
Wow, good end there by Easts.
Nice early pickup.
Burton using 𝗟𝗡𝗩𝗘 he is here today, and it looks like he's thrown a similar length to the first end when they had control of the mat. This for an opening bowl.
Very good.
Great starter there by Troy Burton.
It's a beauty thing of this new bowling, isn't it? I can just tune in there to the other games, see how they're going.
How good is it? And to get the individual Rink live scores you can too. Yeah. We'll have a few updates for you during this game. We do get overall shot. Kira does a bit of good work in the background and provides us with the information updates, and we'll run through a few of those for you during this match. Round 8, 3 to play after this. I guess it's getting towards moving round, and teams are starting to sort themselves out with positions on the ladder. And
He's after this one, almost like it. It was a pretty fair response to the first one. Oh, great shot, Mike Phillips. Great shot.
Great shooting. Wow, we're just getting hot shot after hot shot at the moment.
We are, mate. We are. Perfect.
So viewers, if you're watching, tuning in on the Bowls New South Wales YouTube channel, let us know where you're from if you're tuning in, and share it around with all your friends. Let them know that we're on. Already we have Lisa Boykowski. And there you go, Griffins, obviously. Very close relations of Hayden, I'd imagine.
So? You think so?
I think so, yeah.
It's pretty common.
Spelt the same. So. Just got to get down now, Rod. He's trying very hard.
Close toucher on that.
He did. Brilliant shot. So the jack through, also rolled the Troy Burton bowl through. Would be sitting 2 shots. Definitely got one.
Looks like Rod's just going to try and come down, turn Matty over, or get to the shoulder of Troy's boat.
Does he get down enough here? Rodney Ruko, he's pointed it very well.
He's trying hard.
Yeah, it's a great effort.
Good one, anyway.
Kenny Ainsworth tuning in from Grafton, New South Wales, and the mighty North Coast. How you going, Kenny? Hope you're enjoying the coverage, mate. Enjoying the dulcet tones of the man, the myth, the legend, DJ 𝗟𝗡𝗩𝗘. Thought we would have blown up a a little bit in our comment section by now, but
Sunday morning, people are still recovering from Saturday night, I think. They'll be here.
We did keep it pretty quiet about our guest commentator today, so please, everyone, share it out there. Let them all know that he's on. Feeling in awe. I feel like a co-commentator today, I do.
I'll try and keep it on the low today, mate.
Going well, mate.
I do have a bone to pick with you.
Here we go.
So I do. Like, I've had to sign this code of conduct to be on here today. Did you sign that same one before you commentated on my game in the State Fours at Ballina? Because you and Mr. Hines, I think, were pretty vicious from 𝗥𝗢𝗨𝗡𝗏.
There was a code of conduct for the state championships. We weren't vicious. I think we were merely providing entertainment.
Certainly did from 𝗥𝗢𝗨𝗡𝗏. I haven't watched it back. I'm scared to from what the comments people have told me.
I know your team were having a great laugh with us on the sidelines at the state champs.
I was too. Don't worry about that. It was good fun. So it was Dave Burton from Tassie having a beer for Speedy.
Hayden just a little bit tight down here.
I'm just back on it pretty quick. Didn't like that one.
As if you don't know, Speedy. Here's Josh Walker-Davis, originally a Tassie boy.
What's Sheen going to do here? Looks like he's corrected the line a bit. Down enough. No, he's just going to hold out. Just overplayed it, I think.
DJ, how things going at Club Maitland City, mate?
Pretty well, mate. Yeah, Pennant has been busy and successful. It's amazing how busy you can be when you are successful. Grade 1 off to 𝗟𝗏𝗡. Grade 3, they're off to Europe, 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗏, mate, Yamba.
God's country.
Yep, staying in your mansion, I believe. Yep. And Grade 4 yesterday managed to secure their spot down in 𝗥𝗢𝗏. So we're covering all parts of the state. And then Grade 5 and Grade 7 have got a playoff next weekend, and they're possibly going away as well. So it's been a very, very good year.
Very successful year. Well done, Club Maitland City. Shannon can get that. That's a great bowl. That is a very good bowl, very well weighted.
A little bit of fortune off the wide one, but he was probably coming in for another shot anyway. The only thing is, it's taking that, it sort of takes that promotion shot almost away from Darren. It's not as clean as it was. Still there, absolutely, but he's just having a look, see if there's any options on the other side. He's looking at something on the forehand here. I mean, I don't know what he sees.
Sure.
A second, what he lines up on.
Darren Morrison on the mat. He's bowls coordinator at Carlo now.
For a bit of movement on the forehand.
He is.
Must be looking for an edge or something.
Just saw some more opportunity for.
Yeah, well, he's promoted another East Maitland ball there. He's facing 4 down.
I think so, but he's probably given himself a clearer path on the other hand now.
And another shoulder, so.
Yep.
See what Shannon can do with this.
Come on, boys.
Yeah, so how many grades did you field in the Pennants this year?
I mean, we fielded 6.
You fielded 6 and possibility of 5 going through to state finals.
And the 6th grade who didn't make it through, they came up against a red-hot singlet RSL team, and they finished second behind them in the section.
Wow.
So, pretty successful year all around me. Yeah, it's been very, very good. Let's not mention, too, earlier in the year with Division 4 men's single gender and Division 2 women's single gender. They went on to make the semi-final, and the men made the quarter-final. So, and obviously, we were pretty well represented in Ballina, as you've seen, too. So, we've had a red-hot year.
Yeah, and Shannon McElroy just going for some cover there.
For the cover. He doesn't think he can make anything any better at the head. So
we do see Darren Morrison changing to the backhand.
Don't think he's wide enough.
No, I don't think so either. Right under, so 4 shots there.
Back-to-back 4s.
Well, pretty telling 2 ends. Yes, and did notice you got a nice smart uniform at Maitland City now, and I reckon the change in uniforms helped with the success now on green, mate.
Yeah, it's a pretty big coincidence, isn't it? Like, we always do pretty well, but like, I mean, I couldn't have dreamed the year we've had this year, and just we had a bit of a season launch last year, and there was a few things pointed out, and everyone's bought into it, and this is what you get when you buy in. So it is, mate. So it's been good.
Yeah, good work engaging your bowling members. Doing a bit of a strategic plan, setting goals. And then obviously getting that buy-in from your members to follow along. That's really good work, and that doesn't just happen overnight. That takes a lot of planning in the background.
Mate. It does, but it feeds down through. It feeds, and everyone's the club's got a real buzz about it at the minute, and certainly enjoying it, mate. So long may it last, and we've got a new facility coming. Hopefully by late 2026 we'll be up and running.
Yeah, that should be great for you, and it's obviously give you more opportunity to run a good program and stick to schedule as well.
That's it, mate. That's it. Oh, mate. Matty, sticking with his backhand coming this way.
He is, isn't he, Matty?
Yeah, pretty good shot. That's what you want to do when... Oh,
look at that.
Yeah, that's why the other hand's just a little bit truer, but pretty good response. That's what you want to do when the opposition leaves the door open for you. You want to try and jump on it. East Maitland will try and make a correction here now. About 4 foot short one.
Well, Troy Bird.
Good correction. Very good correction.
Brilliant correction.
Say Matty will stick something similar.
Sort of glad they've put us under the cover today. There's a bit of weather around, DJ.
It just came in there, didn't it?
Yeah.
A bit misty around the place, but there you go, Matty.
Matty, really get down.
To the last ball. It's just holding.
Good balls, Matty.
Just held past.
Man, you did notice that earlier. You did mention it earlier that side will just hold that bit more. We've noticed the home side playing the wider side, the more truer side. But here we go. Rod Darcy's now having a bit of a crack down this tighter side of the green.
He's just throwing it out there. Trying to take the shot away from Carlo. And Rod he'll have to see him go. With the early ascension, made 11 shots on the board.
Yeah.
Carlo don't want that to get too much further. It'll be very hard to bring back. It's just got to reach now.
Well, I think he has reached. Great shot there, Rodney Ruko. Yeah, and it's something I discussed with Rod Darcy in the pre-match interview, like at home, obviously wanting to develop a real early advantage with his home ground advantage. Now it's a fortress for him, 4 out of 4, so... Darcy.
Good correction from his first. Just
great bowl.
Very good.
He's somewhat dialed in today, Rod Darcy. For me so far, he's been, it's early days, but at the moment, player of the match so far. All players are playing pretty well, but...
As you'd expect at this level.
Oh, most definitely.
That's why we're sitting in the box, mate, not out there on the ground.
Kind of best seats in the house.
Well, just a little bit heavier than he would have liked to be.
He's poked it out in the open though, so it's not all bad.
Not all bad.
That misty rain has got a little bit heavier now, so very happy we're under cover today. Cool night last night at Mount Lewis, I've got to say.
Yeah, it's that time of year, isn't it, mate?
Oh,
just drops up pretty quick when that sun goes away.
Anything below 13, 14 degrees and I freeze these days.
You're soft, mate. You're
I am. Okay, Haydo gets right down to the jack. Well, he got a little slice of it.
Good, just touched it in a bit closer to Rodney's.
Yeah, finished in a good home too. High line here. We do see this hand coming back nicely. A little bit over. Good home by Shane.
It's close again. Let's run this out. Oh, it's pretty far there.
Very fair. That's making things difficult now. We're going to see a little bit more positivity from Carlingford now.
Yep. We'll be looking for the inside edge ahead and trying to get the 2, I would think. that short one.
Ooh, well, got rid of that short one and opens it up.
Just down another look at it, doesn't it?
Yeah. Clear path right through to it now. A few more people tune in. Philippines. All the way to the Philippines we are.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey? Lauren Towney, how you going, Was? Great club out West Dubbo he is on the M1. That's right, they're heading to Arilla for the Forest side they are, so good luck to them there.
Ah, yes, kicks off tomorrow, doesn't it?
It does, yes. Big events coming up this week. We're kicking off with the Bowls New South Wales Women's State Carnival. Kicks off in that Foster area, and record entries we see for the Women's State Carnival this year.
It's a pretty well supported event, isn't it? No, Ali's up and about.
Well, he is, and there's more cheering over there for Ali Forsyth. So it looks like he's dialed in over there.
Yeah.
Options here. Get to the jack, or you can turn that bowl over.
Having a good look at it.
He is having a very good
Ball
look
first will do him.
That's a great shot, Darren Morrison.
Great shot, sniper.
That's exactly what he would have wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Jack would have been plan B, but all the East Maitland bowls catching there. He's playing exactly what he wanted. Bowl first. Played some big bowls, Darren is, to try and keep his team in this game early on, and he's a tall figure out there next door, that 𝗟𝗓𝗩𝗘.
He's a big boy, isn't he?
Isn't he?
He's
What?
a big boy.
Hey?
And Tony Schubridge on the comments. I wouldn't say it's a full-time profession, more than full-time amateur, I think, Tony, but yes, mate, certainly.
Well, Shannon here is aggressive. How does he get it? Well, he got the ball on the jump. What's happened there?
And he's got one out of it.
He has got one out of it.
It's fairly bounces around like a pinball, isn't it? Bang, bang, bang.
Well, that's right.
Just down for a second and then got back for the shot. Can't happen when you play that weight.
Well, exactly right. It's part of our game there, it is. See the players really high-five and clap the result, but they'll obviously be quite pleased with the result.
Absolutely, but the same thing is, that's the shot that you nominated the target. You
Most
get the target. After that, you know things can happen. It's just lap of the gods type of thing, but yeah.
Most definitely.
It's a very good shot, well executed by Shannon. Just trying to sneak around, really.
Well, is that ball worth a couple there, DJ?
It is, but it's just getting to it. On that hand, you have to have... No, he's up and at it.
He's up and at it, all right.
No, he's gave up on it pretty quick, doesn't like this one.
What's going to happen, though? Any contact in there could be interesting. Wow. Again, we see a fortunate result.
Yeah, that was. Made two out of it.
Made two out of it. So, a very fortunate one, actually.
He backed off. He backed off it pretty quick, but then the hand just does hold.
It does, that's right. So two to Carlingford, and very important too as well. Okay. Again, playing some weight, getting a result, keeping his side in this match early, not wanting that lead to get out too much. DJ mentioned earlier, East Maitland are great front runners as well. They know how to hold a lead, take it all the way home.
Just running through there. something similar, consolidate the position that he's given himself so far. In the area again, isn't he, Jason?
Yes, this is a very good bowl. Matty Phillips, great set.
Very good leading bowling.
Yeah, just what Carlingford need. Just his weight, that's all.
Looks like he's still moving a bit. Hard to tell with them swirls, isn't it?
It is.
Just on the outside.
A little bit of a wall there for East Maitland to sit on,
Yeah.
so...
Well, as we've seen last end, the jack can bounce around. It could be anywhere, so that's where you want to be. You want to be past the head. All good aspiring leads out there.
Rodney Ruko. Shame, a little bit underdone there. Opportunity there to get another one there, get some early number pressure in this end.
If a tentative one there, you would have wanted to be in with Mallory again, especially with how Rodney's going. So you don't think he'd be too far away again.
He's close again.
Yeah, Shannon's interested. He's straight up to it.
What a shot, Rodney Darcy.
I think he's played there before.
Maybe once or twice. Maybe could be just a natural, just the roll-up ends were enough for him. Just looking to adjust his weight, but
He's just going to go on there.
not a bad bowl, but
No, still in the catch and pen.
way this match is panning out, it's sort of a bad bowl, but an everyday game, that's a pretty good bowl.
It is. It is.
Rod's out on that good high line again. So to get right down to that other Carlingford bowl. He's close.
Not too good.
Rod Darcy's putting on somewhat of a clinic today in his second position. All his bowls have been given chances. He's played with very good weight, and you see this replay here. Very important position, the second. I know the old way of thinking with our game. The second was where a position that used to probably hide a player, but
You could have back in the day. Yeah, it was pretty key now.
you know, the way the game's developed and evolved, you know, all positions are important, and the importance of the second, absolutely massive.
Shane's having a little reach through here. Just going to go under again.
Is
Not bad. It's one of those ones I think probably slightly overplayed. A
yeah,
little bit aggressive because it's gone through. It's gone through that catching pen. But it's one of those ones. If he's 2 balls wider and he gets it, you're not arguing, are you?
true, but he's probably going, look, first aim is
Making sure.
just be there. You know, so looks like Carlingford's just trying to work out still the little intricacies on this rink as far as, you know, weighted shots, draw shots, and how it turns. Again, home ground advantage.
Hayden's now in on it too, is he?
He's very close. Yeah, that's a great goal, but
Oh, we just would have liked, if they'd been greedy, just a little half ball to a ball wider.
there's a chance for that jack to be moved backwards pretty cleanly now. Shane Edwards now.
He's pushed this wide as well.
He has good weight. Just finding him holding down there though when you got the weight.
Something similar from Hayden, and maybe try to be. He wouldn't care if he was a foot more and a little bit wider. Try to get to the 2 Carlo balls. Oh, come to you very. Yeah, that's a very dirty position. That one. That's right in the eye line of Sniper. It's probably one, but it's not in the way to get down for the shot, but just in your eye.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Visually, it's a bit sickening to look at.
Yeah.
If it's not there, you've got a lot more options with line and weight.
Just going to play that nicer way to get around it, and it will get around it.
High lines.
More draw weight here, and he's close. He's close.
Very
He's
close.
done.
Darren Morrison. What a
Morrison.
shot. Again, saving his team when they've been in trouble. He's done a few ends now. That's
a hot shot.
See that on the replay. Perfect weight.
Now that ball Hayden puts in has got in Shannon's eye.
Yeah, that's exactly right now. So you get a little touch of Jack too.
It's in a very good position. Big enough writing down all these hot shots.
No, I'm about, like, I've got a whole 100 pages here, mate. I think I might use them today. Okay, Shannon now. Well, that is his bowl to use.
I think he would have, he wanted just to sneak around it. If he had even moved it, would have just given a better look at it.
Yeah, sort of, in the end, didn't really get much, did he? Hasn't changed it at all. Unfortunate, so... Darren repeat the dose. He's already done it with his first one. Tell you what, he's very close, DJ.
Don't you want some of the Jack?
Oh, wow.
It's good. He still holds. Might have made another, but it's just give Shannon that look.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Another, again, great bowl. Just now given a bit of opportunity, bit more opportunity now to East Maitland to turn this head around and get a score themselves now, whereas before, somewhat locked away or a lot harder for them to get to. So.
Says first part's pretty good. He's in the area.
He is. Gets a little touch.
Oh, just the gap. Carlingford pretty happy with that result.
Carlingford likes it, but Hayden, he's going to measure it.
I think there's definitely one in that. So, well, I think you'll see the East Maitland ball be measured against the other two. It's pretty close all around, I think.
Again,
not going to get that one in.
Darren Morrison saving the day for his side. Very well.
Oh, good.
Seems to be clear air.
Just on.
One it is to Carlingford.
Could be one, could be three.
Yeah.
Darren's played some telling bowls. It's do know Darren's credentials. He's a well-respected, well-renowned bowler. Dual BPL Cup national champion.
Back to back.
He's in an era where, and I mentioned it about a couple of other players as well. He's in an era where, you know, could quite easily crack a state side, but New South Wales is full of absolute talent.
Exactly. I mean, a couple of years ago he was knocking around there. He was in the squad as such. I'm not too sure if he got a cap. I couldn't tell you for definite, but he was kicking around the squad there for a while. No state title here or there. Always going well on things. Won the state triples a couple of years ago too, I think. Beat our friend Lee Stinson in the final. I think I can say that. Lee's not listening. He's playing at the minute, isn't he?
He is playing right now, yeah. Okay, so opener there by Troy. Matty Phillips now. Pretty good track here. Just wants a clean run. just got onto that 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗡 bowl, unfortunately. Chat with a couple of these Maitland boys this morning. Went, oh, looking forward to a bit of a crowd today with your success, and they said, well, unfortunately, got a few teams away playing pennants today. They have. I think they said 3 of their sides are playing pennants here in the Newcastle Pennants. So.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, so it took a lot of their supporters away, but there's still a couple here on the sidelines.
Yeah. So there is. Darcy's on it again here, just
wow.
Sliding through. No, still just that 10 shots on the big board at the minute. Carlingford should be happy with that so far, but they won't want to get much more than that.
Definitely, Carlingford's today's result really will determine their chances of playing finals this year. Interested having a look at the ladder and seeing what chances there are for all teams. Just head to the Bowlsink results portal, results.bowlsink.com.au. Click on Bowls New South Wales. Click on the 2024-25 TAB Platinum Pennant. Bring up all the matches for this round. Have a look at a tab, and there should be a ladder tab there you can click on.
You want to pick a game, mate? We'll have a quick look at it.
Well, yeah, have a quick look. There's live scores being done there, so.
I'm interested in that Raymond Terrace St John's one, mate. I'll have a look at that for you now. Team 1, Raymond Terrace leading there. Serena 6-3 over Sean Baker. Team 2, St John's Park's up in that one. Benny Twist leading 6-1 over Peter Taylor.
Okay.
And the final one then. Oh, 4 ends played. Matty Bowes versus Ryan Bester, 10-0 to Matty Bowes.
Wow.
Picked up a 5 on the first end.
Wow.
A 1, a 2, and a 2, so.
Terrace, a little bit of a lead there.
Just
early on.
Yep, just on that Rink, I think, but yeah, pretty good. They'll be happy with that so far. 10 up there. 5 down
8
there.
ahead. My calculations off the top of my head.
Yep. Jeez, you're good, you are. That's why you're lead commentator and I'm only
I am good with numbers, but that's about it.
This is why on that world famous podcast, What a Load of Bowls, Simon does my job and I do your job. Had to get that in there, mate.
Yeah, well.
Simon doesn't pay me otherwise.
You did put me on notice for the role. Haydo. Yeah, finishes in a very good home back there.
He's going to play underneath the ball, is he?
It does look like that.
In that hand, I'd be 3 down. I'd still be looking for the draw personally, but
yeah,
it just shows you where the confidence levels are at.
Definitely, that is his ball coming in. So if he uses it,
What's that?
oh,
That's going to be a hell.
Got to play a good weight in a fair area to get that result. So
And he did that time. He's overplayed a couple, as we said, but he played that one pretty well. It shows you too, mate. There's always many different shots you can call from one head, isn't there?
saw it on Friday night's match. I'm calling shots, but you watch the light, and that was Aaron Sheriff playing especially, and some of the shots he was calling, and then walk up and playing. I didn't see myself as your everyday bowler, your grade 6 player. So that's what, and I said to the viewers, if you want to learn more about shot play and head setup, get on and watch some of these matches, and it's very interesting watching the shot selection as Hayden there, head down, just under the line. But yeah, some of the shots they see, well, I still haven't seen them.
Darren signaling for a forehand there. Just try and get around, maybe drop Shane a little bit closer. Still plenty of room to get in off it, the way that hand's turning.
Yeah,
he
most
can
definitely.
get down for another shot there pretty comfortably. More of an underneath line here.
How's the weight? Does he slide in underneath? Oh, up and over. That was his bowl coming in.
What's he done for Shane?
This little... Okay, just saw that.
Okay, yep. So, backhand underneath.
See that there on that view.
So Shannon's not looking, from what he signaled there, he's not looking for that plant as it sits. He's looking to force it by
That's
getting
right.
the inside half of the ball. Just going to turn rods up and hopefully go towards Sheehan's and take it out. But if he misses it on the inside, he's got every chance himself of getting down for the shot ball.
Most definitely.
So he does.
Difficult hand too. This is the tighter of the two hands.
Yeah, there's plenty of weight out too.
Well, he's down now. Oh, he got the front. He got the half of the front bowl.
Still got a cross for it.
If he got under that bowl, he was getting exactly what he wanted. He wanted under that green to the blue and white bowl. Well, he wasn't far off. What an effort.
Yeah. Darren's got the fingers on this one. A bit of a head shake. I wonder, does he think he's down?
Could too. Or maybe he's thinking, taking away an opportunity for a count. But
Not only
at the
that,
back there, it's
Darren,
all East Maitland.
It is. If Darren wasn't to get another one in here.
He needs to, because that could be chipped out clean. It could be 3 down.
Well, Shannon plays something pretty similar to what he just did.
Yep.
But we'll see what happens here. Backhand. Let's see, he's playing that. It's trying to draw or promote his own.
This needs to be draw weight to be able to get
Yes,
back.
He's on the wide side, man. It's just caught him out there. So what will Shannon get attacking here?
Lee. He's looking at it, isn't he?
I mean, he has to. Like, he's got Hayden's two here.
Yeah, true. Yep,
So
out to
he's
the
got
left
three
hand.
just behind if he chips it out clean. He's only got the one down out over out here, which from look at it, it's close for being one down anyway.
And he doesn't need to play massive weight here either,
No.
so there's no chance of clearing his own out and losing a big count. So
No.
nothing but opportunity here for East Maitland now.
Similar to the last one.
Tighter this time. Shannon, how does he get it now? It's all down to how he gets it. Well, he got it nicely. Well, that was the next best result.
It was.
Kill.
Mate. It was.
It's always on.
It was. There's 3 or 4 different options on there. He's gone for the percentages. He's played it pretty darn well. He's got one.
Great shot there, Shannon McElroy. So look across the other rinks. Let's have a replay here first of Shannon's shot. He made that tiny adjustment from his first bowl. Big board is still 10-shot margin to East Maitland.
It's just that Walker Davis Anderson ring. There's not much in it. But with Kevin, if he wants to score pretty soon, you don't want to be stuck on one for too long. If he can start scoring there, it just brings that big board back into it, doesn't it?
Oh, most definitely. We actually saw it. Okay, we see the good opener here. Matty Phillips, great opener. It's funny, there was one match last night we saw there was a 5-0 and then it come back to 5-all. Then the opposition got out 8-5. It got back to 11-8. It was really ebbed and flowed one particular rink.
Yeah.
That's what can happen in our game.
Matty's really caught on to that wide backhand.
He has.
Car park, hasn't he?
Yeah, most definitely he has.
But he's going around the clock.
That's what I was about to say.
Going around the clock.
So he's playing the wide hand back away from the club, and then his backhand toward the club, tighter hand he's picking. So,
What's coming on?
look, and there's nothing wrong with that. He just might feel more comfortable delivering on the backhand.
Not going to get any arguments out of me.
I
You
know.
commentated on the game of Ballin, huh? I think I tried 2 on the other side. East Maitland Lead will be wanting to make his adjustment now. It looks like he has.
Shannon's interested. Troy Burton, brilliant. Being harsh, he would have liked another 6 inches of weight on that, but
But given where the first one was, I think Matty's slightly got the better of that battle so far. The difference has been in the middle, I think, so far with this game.
I think Rod Darcy has really
and then
been dominant.
He has, and then Hayden's backed it up pretty well too.
Has.
Shane and Rod have just been a little bit wayward here or there.
Shannon have done their job. Darren's done well to keep his team in the
Darren
match.
is
Played some
keeping
big bowls. So in a way, everyone's chipping in at some stage early on.
I'm going to say he's close again.
Well, just a little bit through.
That's where Shannon had the foot, but that's exactly where Shannon has foot. So that's almost a toucher for what was called.
Nearly a textbook second shot, giving your bowl a chance. If you miss, you finish behind, and that's the role of a second. They play a lot of positional bowls, seconds do, unless the lead fails. They're playing a lot of positional bowls, giving every bowl a chance.
The chance Rod's just pushed this again.
Yes,
just struggling for the weight a bit. Looked like he got it first end. Remember, the first end was a clanger.
Oh, yeah.
Just struggling for the weight a little bit here at the minute.
Conditions haven't really changed since we've started. They're very similar.
Yeah, Rodney's pushed that out a little bit wider than his last one, but dead weight, that'll come most of it. It maybe just turns off a hill.
Did you see that?
It does. It does. That hand is... Oof.
As it started hitting that widest part, and as it started turning, it just went woofer, nearly like a...
Nearly went sideways for a yard.
Super grip.
G. Well played, G.
Oh, so Kevin Anderson's finally got the jack on there. And the leads they've gone for a change of length, and the leads put the jack in the ditch. Someone just dropped in.
Kevin Anderson, isn't he a character of our game?
Oh, man, he's brilliant for the game. Brilliant for the game. He is a character, but Jesus, he's knowledgeable too. But you know, he's got great things in there.
Great shot there for Shane. You know, we've been saying how the middle here, Griffins have dominated, but Shane Edwards comes up with a
good in the air. Make two out of it.
I'd like to think so.
Two out of it.
Yeah, most definitely. Down at 𝗟𝗡𝗡, he's bowls coordinator down there, does a great job. Just an absolute character. But a very, very smart, as you said, knowledgeable administrator as well. You would have played with him a bit at that international level, DJ, wouldn't you?
We never actually crossed paths, mate. No, I think I was out here by then. I think Kevin's a couple of years younger than me, I'm not sure. But
It's a good shot.
I've spent a lot of time out here.
There we go, Haydo up and over through Rod Darcy bowl, snatched the shot back.
Bit of an embarrassed high five there, I think, for that one, but he was in the area.
You know, try and get the split, try and peel it off past the jack. If you do turn it through it, we'll see where it lands. Huh? Down there, you better. More chances.
Shane looking to try and get rid of that last East Maitland ball that came in. As he holds up for the split here, he's close.
Wow,
what a shot.
What a shot. That is two crackers there by Shane Edwards. Brilliant. His first one was brilliant.
Just over the pace, mate. Down here. 7 inch off the front of the jet, mate. Pop it through.
Over to Haydo now.
Positive. Trying to bring that wayward lead ball in to play.
A little longer. He has held down to it.
Very good.
Wow, this is great shooting by both of the thirds.
Ball for ball.
Again, highlighting how our game has evolved. Lots of jack movement, giving bowls chances a lot. Playing Larry shots and big drives, but giving bowls chances to get results. See Darren, he's on a very aggressive line here.
He is.
He's a tighter side.
Not moving. Not moving. Well, he's given himself another back one there as Matty Phillips has promoted.
one at the back, I think, now, isn't it?
I think Rodney Ruko's got one back there too.
Rodney Ruko as well, so there's a couple at the back there for Carlingford. McElroy now. Looking for a little bit of cover, do you think, here?
No, I think he'd be looking to draw down the Shane's ball.
Okay. Well, that's Hayden's bowl he's got into.
Because he has his Hayden, sorry, his Rodney's up and over.
Yep.
Or he's underneath there, sits Shane out for 2 or 3, I think. But I think similar, he's trying to get Darren's trying to get down for Rodney's on to Troy's, I think.
If he's under that, he's
or
close.
Jack.
Well, he did get Jack. Does it push all the way out?
Oh, man, I hope you've got accommodation down here tonight at Kings. We're going to be here for a while.
Yes. Right on that boundary peg we are. Got it out for a kill. So, again, Darren Morrison.
Give him a minute.
Playing some big bowls to keep him in it. And really love to see his front end start putting a bit more pressure on, giving him more opportunities to get counts rather than saving. So, playing very well, though. Yeah, well, I've got today. This is the only match on today. I've got the afternoon off. I'm hanging around the area. I've got move into my Bowls Australia role tomorrow morning, Monday. I've got a few club visits in the area.
Yep.
Get across and have a look at the amazing facility of Maitland City myself tomorrow after lunch and see how I can help DJ, but I don't know if there is much help that can be had with DJ. No, we could just have a catch-up and see how things are going.
Don't know if you got a psychology degree.
Matty Phillips, what a great opener. And again, he's playing that backhand round the clock.
Just round the clock. But if you're going to do that, go for it.
And we saw last night, Dan Scanlon for Mount Lewis played forehand round the clock.
Did he?
Absolutely. Second half was brilliant. Well, watch this for a reply. That's great. Troy Burton. Well, these leads. Having a good battle up front.
He'll just want to add a couple of feet to his last. Shane's interested.
Yeah, he's not far away here.
Just got to get down.
Is he going to? Wow. That is brilliant lead bowling.
That is brilliant.
Big fan of lead bowling, DJ. I really am. You know, there's a lot of our game we see a lot of those big fancy shots from the thirds and skips get highlighted, which is understandable. You know, there's a lot of skill involved there, but this sort of bowling in the lead, as we see Troy Burton. What an end for the leads. That is sensational.
Rod just held out there, mate. Just slightly over the weight again, but
he's just missing by tiny margins, Rod, isn't he? You know,
it's just Radar's just slightly off at the minute.
It's only a very tiny margin, but it's quite it's standing out a little bit out here, isn't it? Look at that shadow once him. Down the forehand, something behind.
Round the corner, good, mate.
Yeah. Try and frame it. Let's get down there.
Mate's tuning in from North Haven. He did last night. Glennie Dixon. How you going there, mate? Well, North Haven, his grade 4 side, I believe, qualified for the regional finals yesterday. hosting the Grade 7 Pennant finals this year at Club North Haven.
Well, we were both aware there. Rod's played a clanger, Rodney Ruko, and then Rodney Darcy's played one of his only wayward ones. Just hanging in there, Carlo, at the minute, just like they wanted to early on. They can just keep these shots for now and just not let 𝗟𝗟𝗡𝗏 get ahead of them. It'll be make for an interesting finish later on.
Yes, way to go, isn't it? Shane Edwards now. Slightly high, is he?
Jack's more likely going to go that side if it goes anywhere, so it's two Carlo balls together. They're going to come up, make a connection. Very close. Just jam that Jack this way.
Yes, he has.
That's good. He hasn't got the shot out of it, but he has changed the head pretty well.
He's made a bigger target, hasn't he, there?
Target bigger, and he's pushing the Jack, giving the Jack more of a chance to go to the 𝗟𝗡𝗏 balls now.
Most definitely. Just to hold on a little bit more.
A little bit. Very good. It's coming a good home.
He has got a very good home. So don't forget, Women's State Carnival is kicking off tomorrow, Monday the 5th of May. 9 a.m. across that Foster-Tuncurry area. It's a very, very popular event.
Very, very popular area.
Oh,
it's a beautiful part of the world,
isn't it? What an absolutely beautiful part of the area. Lots of the attendees travelling today. Look forward to 3 or 4 days of good competition. Hayden Wojciechowski's going to get down.
Just not going to get down. Just had a little bit extra weight.
Yeah.
But good part of the world to be in.
Sure is. Look, the state carnival teams come across from all over the state. And for a lot of players, they had to compete and do well. But sometimes it's the social aspect of the event that
I think that's
is
what
the
it is
big attraction for a lot of them. Yeah,
it is.
It's probably one time that you get to catch up with people that you don't normally get to catch up with.
And not quite that cutthroat environment of a state championship or a state pennant.
Yeah.
Sniper trying to draw another one in here inside of heads. He's pretty close.
What, Darren
He wants to get to the ball with no Jack.
Oh, he's just
resting.
got the
resting.
That is brilliant. See this again. Sniper's on fire, mate.
He is. Doesn't change Shannon's shot. Shannon just
No,
wants to crack an egg on that, as we say. Let's move it back to the Leeds ball.
Plans this afternoon, mate? Mowing lawns, washing stuff at home.
Mate, we'll see how we go after this. The families they've got their own family event down in Newcastle today that I've got a leave pass from to be here with you. So I'm not rushing home.
Oh, Shan.
Another one in the area. Mate, that's a tight head, that one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You put a mat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one's 6. Put a mat over it and wouldn't see any of them.
What's Darren doing here? He's not making another on the backhand. He's only giving it away if he touches it.
He's having a look at what Shannon can do to change things up, and he's covering that.
The way that forehand plays, he could get down there to the yellow ball of 𝗟𝗡𝗏 and sit for another shot.
You are correct.
If he plays perfect weight. If not, if he's slightly wide, he's in a good spot. So if Shannon happens to overplay it, taps it out there, could have a 1 or a 2 out there. So that's all Shannon's really got, unless he goes big for the kill. but that is not guaranteed.
Well, yeah, with the way that head is, you don't know what's going to happen with 𝗥𝗢𝗡𝗏. Well, how is he? He's pointed well.
Just going to catch the short.
Just cut. Talking again, a bowl of grass. That's a very good effort. I think the weight was all right, actually.
Comes home hard there, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? What?
Shannon with a look for a precise shot on the backhand here.
Wow, Shannon McElroy.
Sorry, folks, we were getting a bowling education there at the same time. They have great effort from Shannon. He played on the right side. He wanted to be on the high side, not
Definitely.
on the narrow side. There's plenty more chances out there. So,
A couple of shots there to
Carlo.
8-7 now on this rink after 6 ends.
Let's give you a quick run through while the Jack's coming down, Jace, of the other games. So 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗏 versus Tarrant Point. 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏 lead that 21-17 after 23 ends. As we know, East Maitland up 23-14 here now. Engadine versus 𝗥𝗢𝗩𝗘. 𝗥𝗢𝗩𝗘 lead there 27-18 after 24. Mount Lewis trail Maryland's 19-36 after 23 ends.
Ooh.
Yep. Raymond Terrace 22-15 up there against St. John's, so it's still pretty close.
That is.
Just that last rink that we talked about earlier, it's still 12-0.
Okay.
And so there's Ryan Bester still 12-0 down against Boise. And finally, a nice tight game down the bottom after 14 ends. Wenty Leagues 10, Warilla Gorillas 12.
That's an interesting one because Winnie Leagues had a win yesterday and they're really in good contention to reach that top 5.
They're starting to go well, aren't they?
Big match today for Winnie Leagues as well. Oh, Troy Burton, brilliant. Some interesting results there, viewers. Try and give you some updates, but if you want to have a look yourself, go to the results portal. Big cheer across there for East Maitland. See, Speedy, play a great bowl. He's played a bit of weight to sit a bowl through into the ditch. High fives all round for the Griffins over there. Troy Burton gets a clear run. That's a great home. That's good leading. Textbook stuff from the lead there. One on, one just in behind. As a skipper, you'd be sitting in your armchair all day getting that.
Yeah, you wouldn't argue, would you? That's why Mick Cronin keeps me in his team.
So many other skippers that asked to have you, was there? He's just the most patient, from what I understand.
He got the short straw. No, we're testing that this year, so we are. Yeah, we'll be down at Edalong at the end of June, hoping to go one better than last year.
Okay, Rodney Darcy now. Tell you what, he's pointed very, very well here. He's got up and over the Carlo bowl. He's now holding 2.
Speed.
Ruko now. He's on a pretty good line. Gets right down.
That one. Yeah, well, it's in there.
Good.
Good response for Carlo. It's a nice comment there from Nick Hind on the YouTube. No, Nick, he's not nervous at all because I'm more professional with the commentary, so there's been no barrage here. But yeah, don't worry, you two are on the list.
Trying to put me in. It wasn't all me, mate. I'm pretty sure you were there as the lead commentator with me.
Pretty sure I was there right beside you without a microphone doing the same. So.
Well, Rod Darcy finishes in a nice home back there. Good Good position.
Yep, pretty clear the shot that Carla were trying to achieve, so that's a pretty good home for it.
That's a couple back there for the Griffins, so really makes Carlo think twice about what weight to use. You're right, in one way I was a bit nervous, Nick, because, you know, commentating with the man, the myth, the legend, it was hard to sleep last night. Big name to live up to.
It's only 2 letters, mate, DJ. It's not that big.
Said I'm good with numbers, not letters.
Yeah.
Well, Shane's just ducked around that. You see, he played a positive way. He's obviously trying to get under that bowl.
Yeah, he was. I think again, still just slightly overplayed. He's got to control this weight a bit better. Give Darren, as you said earlier, give Darren more of a chance to make count instead of saving all the time.
That's right.
Give yourself a chance. I mean, 8-7 down. Back-to-back fours in that too. It's only the 2 ends that they've lost.
Łuczkowski now. He would love to draw down there. Well, it looks like that line, he looks like he's looking to play a little bit of cover.
Yeah, just on the outside, I think. They've got the very back sort of covered back here, but
yeah. There might have been an opportunity for a draw under that bowl and get some jack, but obviously
play it before they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Slightly tight. There's opportunity of rolling the Rodney Ruko bowl in though and go down. But I do like that.
Shane's on a better line.
Well, he is.
He is on a better line.
Does he get all the way down?
Still just carrying.
Oh, touch. Gee, he got a good little bit of pull there right towards the end. Yes. A slight shave of the jack.
Yeah.
See this again. To there it looked like he was missing all the way and gets down. It's not quite enough. Got that neat. Well, he had that other bowl sitting there ready to catch at the back. After that, the Griffins are having a look. Oh, what if Carlo are obviously going to be playing some positivity into this head. See Hayden come down on the backhand here. He's probably looking for a little bit of a cover shot, but if he is slightly narrow and turn Rod.
Rod's up and over, that's brilliant.
Wow, that is a great, well, just rolled one too many, didn't it? But what a great bowl.
Yeah, he played it well. It can't be too good. It was pretty well played.
One roll was perfect, 2 rolls still really good.
Just does it allow, now that Shane's bowls are way back there, does that allow Darren to play that bit more weight? Because if it's down to Rod's bowl, he could punch the shot ball out now. Jack all the way back, possibly. Or down to Rod's to punch that one out.
I think we're going to see some very good weight here from Darren.
I don't think it's going to be a dead draw.
Nope. Be up and at this. Well, surprising. It looked like he was lining up and at it. But
he usually does, but it's definitely here, trust me.
Oh, yeah, it is here.
It's definitely arriving.
Well, what happens with that?
That's a Carlo bowl.
That is a Carlo bowl.
Well, that's very tempting now. 2 seconds.
Well, there's a chance that get onto the Rodney Ruko front bowl and punch that East Maitland bowl through neat and stay. There's a chance for a count here for Carlo. So what does Shannon McElroy do to nullify that opportunity?
I think he'll maybe just, because that short one's out of the way now, he'll just try to draw down on the forehand. I think the toucher's good for him now.
Yeah, exactly. He does have 2 to go. So.
Sort of Hayden was talked out of a bit earlier because the short ball was on the way in. It's gone now. Shannon can touch this around the corner for 3.
Here we go.
The boys are up and about. He's chasing it.
Well, down on their haunches. They're liking it. Just wanting it.
Just wasn't the weight.
Probably good effort.
A foot more. So he did.
So Darren now said earlier, is he looking at punching through onto that front Rodney Ruko bowl?
He's got a few chances to be up and at it, man, I think. So the only thing is, well, it's pretty positive everywhere, I think. He's definitely on the narrower line, but is it enough?
Yeah.
Is it enough? It does hold, but not that much. Oh, no.
Oh, look.
No.
Well, don't worry. He has got the shot there, Carlingford, but...
Not quite the way he wanted to do it.
No, of course not.
Well, has he? He did touch the jack up.
Maybe he didn't.
No, he didn't get it, and Shannon decided not to play it.
Okay.
Too close, but no. That's all right.
Shannon just looked at that head and went, look, there's not much opportunity to count. There's more opportunity to do damage. So instead of playing his last bowl, they don't have to. He just declared the head as it was, took the shot. Smart move, 8-7 on this rink. Look, the other thing, East Maitland, look, not only are they looking for the big board, but every single rink point can matter as they're trying to push towards that opportunity for minor premiership. Still 4 rounds to go after.
Well,
3 rounds.
4 including this one, and they don't have it easy. This is their last home game.
Yep.
And we'll go back to Bowling and have the draw, man. I was looking at it last night.
Okay, commentator would have already had that up.
But well, I'm learning, mate. I'm learning. I'm just trying to get over the nerves of being on the microphone, mate. So.
Good starter there, Troy Burton.
Well, Friday night. We should have knew that one. Raymond Terrace. They go to Raymond Terrace. The Griffins.
Oh, they do. That is a live stream match next Friday night too.
Any idea who's commentating that one?
Well, we might leave them in suspense. Okay. No, we won't. We will have both me and DJ will be on that match next Friday night.
Well, we'll see about that because me and Simon will be in the studio this week. There'll be a What a Load of Bulls podcast coming out this week. Could get turned away after that, but we'll see. Then they've got Wendy Leagues away, and they've got Warilla. It's an away game, but it's at 𝗟𝗩𝗪𝗘, that last round 11 where everyone's all going to the one venue. So this is East Maitland's last one, so they want to capitalise on this as best they can.
Most definitely, they've got a hard run, 3 hard games after today's match. So, but while they've got those hard games, it's opportunity for them.
Yep.
You know, Warilla leading the comp. You know, get a win against them, it pushes you up in Wendy Leagues. You know, they've got to be wary of them there.
Oh, Wendy's going really well this year.
Yeah, they're yesterday's win pushes them into big contention for that top 5. And obviously Raymond Terrace, well, they're making a big charge at the moment.
They do, and they've got I think Raymond Terrace had a pretty good come home. I still think they'll make top 5. So
yeah, Raymond Terrace had a lot of away games early.
Yeah, so they've got St John's at home at the minute. They've got East Maitland at home.
Rodney Darcy comes down.
He's played well, hasn't he? Well, Raymond Terrace's last 4 games, apart from, the last one's again, round 11. It's listed as a home game, but they're playing at 𝗟𝗩𝗪.
Yeah.
But they've got St John's there today. They've got East Maitland coming there Friday. Then they've got Saturday. They've got 𝗟𝗪𝗪𝗘 up there too.
Yeah.
So they do. So they've got a pretty fair come home. And then they play Tarrant Point, who are at the wrong end of the ladder.
They are this year.
In the last game.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Rodney, well, he's not underlined there. He's in a fair area though. He's in what we would call an effective area.
Yeah.
Yeah, so plenty can happen over this round today, and then obviously next week, rounds 9 and 10, I guarantee the sides will be looking at what they need to do to help themselves qualify. They'll start doing their maths, and
you got to do it quick too. These double headers, triple headers, you got to know what's happening.
Most definitely.
So it's not like you play on the Saturday and then, all right, next week we got this, and then the week after we got this. No, you don't have long for the dust to settle to work out what you got to do. Now we're at the business end, and it's so tight up there.
Especially that top 5, you know, there's going to be some jostling of positions there. Obviously, minor premiership's big.
Yes.
You do get a week off.
Well,
and
a
round off, sorry. But top 3's also big, gives you 2 chances.
2 chances of the cherry, yep.
So there are also things to think about. This competition, getting 2 bites of the cherry is pretty big. I've mentioned, you know, like... They're up and about next door again, East Maitland. Ali Forsyth, he must be playing a blinder over there.
It's hard not to be out and about with Ali. He's one of those players, isn't he?
He's up, and you look at the score on his rink there, 11-4.
Chico's just had a run straight up the middle there and not connected on anything.
He's got fresh air down through there. Bodge now. Hayden Wojciechowski, also known as Bodge.
He's in the area too.
He is. He just wants to miss that.
And pick the jack up if
Well,
he
he
can.
got a little slide on it.
Yeah, it's still pretty good. Looking at the player ladder, mate. 3 players undefeated after 7 rounds. Harley McDonald, Aaron Tees, Cal Johannes.
Oh, hang on a second. We've got a
boys.
little bit of an anomaly where a bowl from a neighbouring rink has affected it. Well,
It's not up to us, Rod. But
it's not up to us. It's up to the skippers to decide. And then if they can't decide, call on an umpire to reset that head. But looks like they were happy with the decision. Maybe think that those bowls were a little bit spread apart more than that, but
yeah, I didn't want to
look,
comment. But
yeah, look, it's up to the skippers to sort that out, and if they can't, that's where you call the umpire in. But Bodge now swapping to this forehand. We know this comes home, and he's probably trying to get to that back blue and white bowl there. Rodney
or just
Ruko.
slide through for a good home, and he's done that. So, he's disappointed with that. Probably the scrappiest game we've had so far, isn't it? Really, it's still pretty fair.
Most definitely. So now navigates the front there, and he's close. Is he going to hold that line? He has.
Oh, it nearly stood up. Yeah. You see the fold again, the bias too. Just does that on that hand. Just stands up a little bit.
Very good effort though. Again, Darren Morrison, probably I think his indication was that he was 2 down. So he's having to play another big bowl to save his team again.
Shannon coming down, probably similar to what Hayden was trying to do, just get to that Rod Ruko ball.
Swing from out there.
He's on the right side of it anyway.
Good effort.
Good. Well, up to Darren then. I think he's just trying to sit off Hayden's ball here, isn't he?
Triple touch up.
Everyone just stopped for a second there. Looks like Harry Goodwin's played a good one over on Rink 3. Pun intended.
Daz wants to get down under all that.
It's just going to hold up there.
Quite the weight either, DJ. And
it was draw weight, wasn't it? Which makes me think he could be 2 down.
That was his call to his third before they swapped over. So it's made that gap to navigate a lot harder too now.
Shannon looking to make a correction on his last.
How's he looking? Does he get around all that? No, he doesn't.
Under.
Does he get through there?
Yeah, he does. I'm just not going to hang on. But
bad luck, Shan.
What have you got, Sniper?
Well, he's already fired some real good bullets
today.
He's got to keep it up, though.
He's
having a look at that forehand. That's a real turning. He's going to have to play some good solid weight to hold down through there.
Yeah, I think it's got to be that backhand. There's too much could go wrong on the forehand form if Rod's ball popped out. Could be a couple of extra brought in there. I think he's got to play this backhand. The hand holds up, especially when you get within sort of 10 inches of the middle chalk line. It'll hold up. He could draw under that. He's got his own to promote. Sit and stay on sort of Hayden's ball.
More aggressive line than previous. He's got to hold up through this gap now.
He could do.
Navigate the front, which he's got the edge off of that. Played through. Well,
Now they have a look.
not sure what that's done.
Tell you what, the East Maitland lead didn't like that one. He was off with the head in the hands there.
No, but again, Darren played good weight in a very, very good area.
He's in the area.
He gets a clear run and he probably nearly gets shot. He gets that bowl a lot more. You know, he probably gets back to the jack. But that bowl just helps straighten it up. So,
Matty Phillips has got the mat in his hand. He must be confident. Nope, he's giving it away.
one to East Maitland, so they did hold on. Well, Darren Morrison again, still producing the goods and doing great work for his team. Helping with that overall score, so it's 27-15 now on the big board. Just holding that 28-15, sorry.
Yeah, 16. Oh, we're just getting up this as we go. We're getting stitched up here, Jess.
We'll wait another 30 seconds till it's done. Yeah, another event on coming up this week, and it's the guys that we all appreciate. It's the New South Wales Bowling Greenkeepers Championships up at Pottsville this week.
Yep, did see that.
I'd like to wish those guys all the best this week. Have a bit of fun, fellas. He's doing a lot of hard work for our sport, producing some great facilities for us to play on, and this is your time to relax and shine yourselves. So enjoy it, guys, up there at Pottsville. It's a great part of the world. It is up there.
It's nice up there.
I'm sure greenkeeper there, Paul Earl, will look after you. Despite being a Parramatta supporter, he will...
No, there's always something wrong with somebody, isn't there?
Exactly right. But Chris Layfeld's there as well up at that club at Pottsville, so they'll look after you. A good bunch of people there at Pottsville.
Yeah, the greenkeepers like to get away and relax for that week that they are away.
Well, they're playing for a state championship, and it's pretty competitive, but...
Is it?
Well... Probably not there to win the championship first, but if it happens...
Happy days, yeah.
Happy to take it, but...
I think the big thing is they usually announce their greenkeeper of the year at that event too, don't they?
Very, very true, and that'll be an interesting one because, you know, like... Once again, you might call me biased, but those greens that were produced at Ballina...
I mean, no.
With the conditions that were presented.
You're getting no argument out of me here.
Got to be somewhat of contention, but I don't know all the criteria that goes into for nominations and stuff like that, and what criteria has to be met. I'm not sure, so leave that to the experts, but looking forward to that announcement.
Yeah, it's always good to see who gets it. A good friend of mine, Matty Keogh, won it in 2009.
Did too.
And was the only year that I actually worked with him. So take from that what you want. I like to remind Matty of that every now and again. He's got some good stories about that time too, which I'll leave for another. I'll maybe leave for a podcast. What a Load of Bowls, available on Spotify, Apple Podcast, YouTube, and everything else. It's a very underappreciated job, our greenkeepers, but also they're very lucky too because in every club they've got 200 experts inside that are willing to help them out, don't they?
Yeah, you do see that a lot. But no, we are blessed with the quality of greenkeepers we have in our sport.
It is. It's the best country to be playing in, mate. They all do a great job of it. So
it's definitely. And all of them are presented with different conditions.
Oh, man, unbelievable. Ronnie just last couple of hands maybe just gone off a bit from what he was at the start, but maybe just because of how hot he was at the start, that's what we're expecting.
Slightly different. The sun's come out and it's warming up a little bit. I wonder if that changes the dynamics of the actual surface as well. Imagine if it got warmer, it might slow this surface down a little bit.
Just as it swells, yeah.
Works a little bit different to the natural grass greens. The cooler weather tightens the surface up, makes it run a lot freer. Hotter weather opens the surface up and just slows it down a little bit. Bodge now. There's every chance down here he can turn the shot bowl out, get the jack through.
Just on there.
Well, he's paid really good bait for it.
He has. It's one in the area. Can be used.
Slightly underlined there.
We've had 3 conditions today in the weather already, haven't we? It was cold when we got here. We've had the rain and now the sun's out.
Sure have. Maitland turned it on for us, giving us a bit of variety.
You're welcome. Good effort there from Shane Edwards. Another one in the area, ready to go. He just looking a little correction on his last one.
Yeah. Whether he decides to play a little heavier or just adjust his grass. Looks like he's adjusted his grass.
He's definitely put it out there. He's just urging it a little bit, which suggests he's not quite there.
Shane, if he can get a little touch of this down the line a little bit, would make it very interesting, but
just slightly overplayed.
Yeah, that sort of weight, it wouldn't have just been a little touch.
No.
It would have pushed out into the open a bit more. So, slight opportunity here for Carlingford now. Shannon McElroy first on the mat. He's looking to draw that jack.
Just looks cool as a cucumber, but doesn't he?
Yeah.
Not much fears in it.
Look, a lot of players at this level been there and done it. They are cool as a cucumber, aren't they?
There's not much they haven't seen before, man.
No.
Especially when you're a world singles champion. Hayden's just leaning on this a little bit, trying to get it to bend.
Well, here it comes now, but is it up?
Needs to run. Needs to run.
What an effort. So, well, it's hitting the jack a little bit, as you can see. That bowl was visually just made things look more difficult. It doesn't actually change Darren's shot, but
no. And Darren's also got the confidence about that he is holding one.
That's right.
You know, he's just trying to get, if he can get more out of this head, he's made a bonus out of it, really.
He's playing a dead draw here, and if he does get slight contact on the jack, he can
make a couple more.
Most definitely. So, the first real opportunities Darren's had to add or do something. I tell you what, how's he looking? Does he hold?
Just lost Shannon's. Ooh. I'll give Shannon something else to look at now.
It's fattens that target up, hey? He's just framed it up. It's unfortunate. Again, look, you're talking an inch wider.
That's all.
So, and Shannon can be a lot more picky with what weight he wants to use. You know, he's got opportunity to use that bowl and coming off now. He can see a lot more of the jack now from the mat end as well.
He's looking intently at this one, isn't he?
Well, he's close here.
Just turn in. Is he going to get it straight in there?
Well, he did.
Did it go enough? I don't think so.
I think it's still one to Carlingford. That's a Shane Edwards bowl there. It's a bit of a nature of this surface too. Contact on that jack and it sort of springs, doesn't it?
Yeah. Forsyth's Rink's really doing the damage here today, isn't it? 13-4 is on the board. I know it's not updated on the screens at the minute, but he just the other Rinks, Carlo were just nipping back at them here or there, but Ali's just keeping Zeke, Chico and his team just at arm's length at the moment.
Well, Darren's playing the backhand here.
Looking pretty positive too. I wonder if he sees something to make a couple.
Oh, it's down that port. If he gets it and gets onto the shot bowl, does it turn out the East Maitland bowl to make a few? Clear road now. Ooh, clear road would have been interesting. And that's what he was looking at. I think could have been interesting. Get onto the shot bowl, contact to roll East Maitland. We don't know what would have happened, but obviously looking to every opportunity to make multiple here, Darren is. Looking at the big board, so...
Just well, it's end's been set up, mate. We'll go through the scores again around the traps, will we?
You go for it, mate.
Belrose versus 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗡, 27-all after 32 ends.
That's a bit of a battle of the bottom of the ladder at the moment.
It is,
I think,
yeah.
PJ, so.
It is. 33 ends played for 𝗟𝗏𝗓𝗡 against 𝗟𝗡𝗩𝗏𝗑. 𝗟𝗡𝗩𝗏𝗑 lead that one 39-28. Mount Lewis, Maryland's still just got that 15 shots or so ahead. They're 43-29 after 33 ends. The Jets, 27-19. St John's just hanging in there again, and just under that 10-shot thing. 27 ends only played there. And Wenty versus 𝗟𝗏𝗧. They're keeping them close there, 19-15 after 23 ends.
Oh, interesting one. 𝗟𝗏𝗧 undefeated, but do have a draw. Whereas Maryland's are completely undefeated or wins, but Wenty, big chance of making top 5 and a win over 𝗟𝗏𝗧 today. Wow.
That would certainly open the competition up.
Sure will. Okay, 2 leads. A little bit wayward with their first 2 bowls, but expect to see some good adjustment here. Eddie Phillips, does he get all the way back down? But he's adjusted pretty well. It's a fairly open head for this match, really.
Troy's just pushed this too far. So Smiley's got that one.
And say it again, say it a lot. If you're going to finish in there behind.
Yep.
Rodney sticking to this wider hand, he is. Right, he's not far off here. Has he got the run all the way up to it? That's the question.
Let's run as much as they can anyway.
Oh, it's
another foot or so would have been nice, but
that's the shot. That's probably 2 now. Still plenty of room in there. Rodney Darcy now.
He's pretty close to that line.
Yeah,
Just like dead weight on that hand. Yep, he's played it well.
Rodney Darcy right on top. Couple of inches short. We see that forcing Rodney Ruko back to the backhand. Well, it does.
It's on a similar line to Rodney, but he just pushed it that bit, so it just holds.
Yep. So, mate, your grade 3 team coming again. Are you coming up to manage them?
No, I'll be that along with the grade 1.
Oh, mate.
Sorry, mate.
Oh. Good to see you up there in God's country and let you have a bit of a look at what the North Coast is all about. Rodney Darcy drawing a
2
toucher.
clangers.
Yep. He's been a little bit quiet the last couple of ends. This is how he started the game, and he's back into it again. 2 brilliant bowls. Shane now probably just looking for some contact in amongst that head there. Don't know if he'll get down unless he's got draw weight. Slightly over. Good effort.
Just a little stand up there just in the surface.
Coming to you live next week with 2 matches. Friday night live from the hangar, Raymond Terrace. And then Saturday we're down to Engadine. Streaming from out down there. Plenty of action coming your way. Plenty of great bowls to be watched.
Yep. Getting to the business end of the competition too.
Peto's interested in this. He's having a good look. Don't know if he's going to get all the way back.
Don't think he wants to finish there, but...
Oh, he's just fattening it up a little bit. Hasn't he?
Looked at the sky there. He just wanted to drop it down or get into the hole himself.
Yeah, if you're Carlingford, you're sort of licking your lips a little bit, saying thank you very much. You still got to play it though, don't you?
You do.
Deej, like...
And Shane's up to this one as he passes short.
Oh,
tackled.
Isn't that interesting? The tight hand with weight, and he gets a good bit of turn. But on the draw, just seem to be holding a little bit. So
East Maitland looking at this now going, how can we tidy this up a bit to take that temptation away?
Is it nearly a similar bowl and try and get that contact on that middle white bowl?
I think so. I actually think Hayden's what Shannon's sort of signaling. Just withdraw weight.
Yeah.
Just arrive on it. Pretty precise shot to be called in. You must have been called that in grade 7.
I get called that all the time, and generally I use a bowl 6 foot short and 6 foot wide to do it. They're all there to be used, mate. That's my motto. Okay, Hayden. Giving it that similar line, but foot of weight, and it kept it out. Very good spot, yeah. Ellie Forsyth next door, up and about, jumping. Yelled out for his bowl to hold, so narrowly missed. Chance to make a number it was, too, for Ali.
Darren's winding up.
He is winding up here, so going to see some big weight.
Whooshka.
There he goes. Any of it? Well, he's missed it all. But, well, we see there.
You nearly look at that and think, how did he miss? Yeah. It's just stands up.
Most definitely. Okay, now Shannon, what's he do? I think Shannon wants to make a little bit of contact in amongst that head here and a little bit of jack movement or a bowl movement just to change the look of that. As we see on the Rink 3, Kevin Anderson Rink just picked up a 6 against Josh Walker-Davis. Picked up 6 shots, so that brings the masterboard back to within single figures again.
What's happening on the Ali Forsyth Rink? Ali's...
I'm not sure, but Carlo's got the mat.
Carlo's got the mat for Chico. Can't quite see what's going on down there.
Shannon, good weight, just hung out.
Yes, that's a good shot there.
Yeah. Does it nearly count as well?
Very, very close. I don't think it changes Darren.
Here we go. Darren will be going heavy again.
Yeah.
There we go. He's gone a lot straighter this time. Does he hold? Well, he does. Jack all the way back through.
East Maitland ball came with it. It'll be 1 to East Maitland, I think, at the minute.
1 to East Maitland. Still 1 to go for Shannon. So.
And there's only 1 ball there. Will Shannon be tempted? That Rod Ruko ball.
Let's see there. We'll see on that replay. Jack there. Got all the way back. At the same time, got the Rod Darcy East Maitland bowl.
Yep.
Just rolled in for shot.
That Rod Ruko will be tempted, mate. They've got the next 1, 2, 3 after that again.
Look, what the worst result is, Rod Ruko onto the shot bowl and he stays. You're only 1 down, but the opportunity is 4 to 5, isn't it, if it's out clean?
But it's also like that Rodney Darcy ball's a toucher too, so you can reach up.
Yep, you are correct.
If he plays up to that, punches that in the ditch, runs through for 2, or he can get the Ruko ball off the sideline.
Good pick up there, DJ. See that was a toucher. So, well, he's going for it.
You have to.
How's he looking?
A bit wide, I think.
Just a tad wide, so no damage done.
And bounce back on. That doesn't count, folks.
1 shot there to East Maitland.
Just looking at the comments again there. It's good to see Ty Turnbull's got himself out of bed and say good morning, gents. Welcome, Ty.
Crowd is sort of building up here on the sidelines as well. Everyone's sort of just coming to and waking up lunchtime on a Sunday.
Lunchtime on a Sunday, mate.
That's what happens here at Maitland.
Up in the Hunter Valley, mate. Yep, up in the Hunter Valley. They've all been out doing their wine tasting and on Saturday night and woke up a bit later on the Sunday. Matty Phillips would be rolling this hand up and taking it home with him, I think. He's played it pretty well today.
He has, hasn't he? Halfway point, or a little bit over, but basically halfway, and 9-shot difference. It was getting out there, about 14, 15 shots, but back to single figures, as we said. Kevin Anderson, Rink, picking up a 6.
That's a big one. So it is.
Now,
And 𝗟𝗡𝗩𝗘, I think, got a 2 or so as well, so...
Yeah, so that makes a big difference when all 3 rinks can get multiples, doesn't it? Can really cut that margin down for that big board very, very quickly.
Phillips again, look at this.
He's loving it.
Yes, he's certainly got the better of the league battle, I think.
Darcy here. It's on a fair line. It's down to his weight.
Just wants to keep rolling over. I'm just going to pull up.
Yeah, and you do notice that Matty Phillips sort of getting the ascendancy in the lead battle. But what I like is that Troy Burton, when he's missing behind. We've seen a lot of games, especially the night games, where the leaders, one of the leads have taken the ascendancy. The other leaders actually finished short. At least here today, Troy Burton, well, he mightn't. He's going pretty good with Matty, but he's missing in good positions for his team later on. Very important to note. That's a pretty good bowl there. Unfortunate to finish Jack high, and visually appealing for the opposition now.
It is. Rodney, especially with Rodney having picked the line so well the first time, he just wanted to add a yard or so.
Rod Darcy.
Just going to go under.
Wow. Really hooked across there, didn't it? I thought he had Jack all the way.
Rod will just want to do something similar.
He can use his own last bowl, inside edge of it. How's he looking? Well, he's got a little bit of a scrub off the front, and he's just blocked that hole up, so it's a little bit unfortunate. Well, he's got a few shots there, 1, 2, probably, well, could be 4. The position of that head tells me, East Maitland will be very confident here. Bukowski on the mat now. He's on a tightish line. Hayden Bukowski, 4 down. Oh, he just scoots under. That was unfortunate.
Oh, and back cut the jack underneath too.
Yeah, so with that sort of shot, I think we're going to see a lot more positive weight next time, DJ. Hard to draw. You can't just draw down to the jack there now. So Carlingford looking at this going, okay, how do we negate this?
Where's it going to go? Darren's thinking that side rather than anything. Yep, so just best back somewhere for Shane.
Yeah, decision time. Do we play a cover? And the other thing was, do we play a bowl into that head and change it up? Bit hard to. You've got 3 or 4 in the hand. You don't want to be trying to change things up and possibly giving it away. Play that cover shot. See now, pretty wide line here by Shane.
He's certainly on the safe side, and he's definitely reaching.
Yeah, well done. Best back.
There you go.
Finished on that side.
Darren's obviously looked at the possible connections and reckons the jack's going to pop out to the East Maitland Bulls over that way.
Now. Some positive weight here from him. It's controlled weight. Will he get down though? Well, it's starting to come now.
A wide one. Oh, he's well played.
Wow, that's a great bowl. That hit and sit weight. Brilliant bowl, Hayden 𝗥𝗢𝗨𝗡. Looking 4 down on the head. See on the replay, got it absolutely flush. Followed through.
And sat right beside it.
Sat right beside it for shot, but Shane Edwards now looking for contact there. I think he's just gone a bit high, he has, with this one, unfortunately. Yep.
Yes.
Good wait for it to get contact and change it up, but just wide.
Okay.
See on Kevin Anderson, Rink, Josh Walker-Davis just got 1 on the last end, so it's cut that margin down. It's now 10-11. Shannon now looking for pretty hard to draw all the way back to count here.
He's
but
just trying to get that side of the head because that's where the Jacks more likely going to go. So Darren tries to get a bit adventurous with it. If it does pop out there, they've got a chance to pick up a couple. So let's face it, they're not going to make 2 out of it from where it is.
So here comes Darren now, positive down on this. Does he hold all the way to it?
Holding well.
Wow.
Oh, what a result.
Unfortunate, wasn't it?
It was. Still a chance there.
There is.
Yeah, he played it pretty well, but it's bounced off the back ball, come back to East Maitland's ball and sat right behind it.
He gets that bowl a little bit fatter and gets that result onto the Jack. There's only one way the Jack's moving now. That's set up, it's going straight backwards. Look at that setup. You got the Rodney Ruko bowl for Carlingford, the blue and white one. In behind it is the East Maitland bowl.
Right, shot, Steely.
Troy Burton. Let's see. You might see Shannon trying to add another one in here and put some number pressure on Darren. Yes.
He'll be around the back, mate.
He's a very high line, isn't he?
Yeah, be around the back.
He's probably worried about.
Darren's options are crack it, so as it just goes to the ball behind, or play it enough that it goes to the rod ball back here. But if you overplay it, it could bounce anywhere. I think that's what Shannon will be looking at.
Yeah, so Darren can't play big weight now because he's actually 2 down all the way back now.
If he gets it, I don't know what the connection's looking like off the Rod Ruko ball. But if it was to pop out this other side, as we look from behind, he's got Rod's ball there and he's got Shane's ball here. So if he can get the pop out that way, there's a chance for a couple. I think he'll just be playing.
He's going pretty solid though.
Well, he is going pretty solid, isn't he?
He's trying to go straight at it. Well, he's a little bit tight. What's going to happen here? Anything can happen. Well,
1 to East Maitland.
1 to East Maitland there. We haven't seen any major tactics being used or employed in this game here as far as length of the Jack is concerned. I think both teams are pretty happy with the length of either's throwing, so we haven't seen a big change up of a T to T or a mat up.
No, nothing ridiculous. This is maybe a little bit longer than what they've played.
I think both teams are feeling comfortable and seeing that they're both getting opportunities at the lengths that are being thrown, so it can be one of those things where you go, you know what, I think it's time for us to change it up, and you might drop a count. You don't want that happening.
Yeah.
A pretty good opener here. Well, he's sliced that Jack just down the line, but good starter there. Detroit. See Matty Phillips. Troy using the aero of Vales. Matty Phillips Uses that 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗧, so wider of the Taylor bowls that are out there on the market. Not the widest, but for Australian conditions, it's one of the wider ones. As we see now, nice high line here from Troy. Gets right around that full draw back. That's a great shot. Wow, that come home a long way.
Yep.
To me, DJ, it really seems like the wider they go, the more pull they're actually getting.
Especially at the longer length too.
Yes.
It really comes down off that. Mally's just caught out there. You can see, I don't know if you can see it on the screens, but you can see it from where we sit. That blue line, the blue chalk line.
Yep.
If you're just outside of that, you're not coming back.
Yep.
Not a draw weight. So that's just where the little hold is around on this surface.
Darcy. He's just under that blue line. He is.
He's on the line. So he's well played.
Great shot here. And I've seen Rod doing this all game.
Now over to the other Rod, Ruko. So what can he do?
Well,
Has the risk to get away pretty quick, so he'll want to try and follow Rodney down, I think.
don't mind his line here, DJ. It's all in his run.
It's not going to go too far. He just needs to push. Oh.
That's all it was. 2 foot.
Helps a little bit. Helps a little bit.
Rod looks a little bit under these previous he does this time, but
just struggling a bit for the length, I think, too.
Yep.
Oh, Rod will want to make a little bit of adjustment now. 2 feet away, bit of green. Can certainly still afford to be here.
Oh.
He's just under again.
Well, I don't know. He's pretty
No,
happy
what
with
do I
this.
know? Look at that. Hold up. Look at that.
And that's
Wow.
just that little intricacy of that side of the green.
Just stands up. He's looking at the watch.
He looked at the watch, yeah. Well, you know what? Rod Ruko's been in areas just missing slightly, and that time he's absolutely nailed one. And he's looked at his watch to go, about time I got one, but it's been close.
Very hard to get to. Hayden's nearly just got to try and arrive, drop beside it, or use the inside of Rodney Darcy's to get across.
It is very hard, isn't he, for East Maitland? So I guess for Hayden, it's about where can I put a bowl, or what bowl can I turn in to make it easier for myself in my second, or for Shannon when it's his turn. Always about getting the shot right now. How can I make this head better for the bowls to come in behind me? And I tell you what, Hayden 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗧, has he got the run? Well, Jason, 12 inches of weight. It's a great effort, though. It's made it a little bit ugly up front, too, for that run at the front. Not sure, but it looks like this bowl could go through without even touching the shot bowl if there was any sort of weight up the front there. Edwards now, forehand, can draw a second down here. This hand is turning very nicely. He's just underdone with his line there.
That longer leg, it's just gripped hard there, because that was out there.
Oh, a little straight, nah, well, flop back, no change. So seeing Shannon indicate a similar bowl, Hayden, but, you know, another 6 foot on would be nice.
Nick Abel's getting all the high fives on the rink next door.
Yeah, and these Maitland teams are pretty vocal out there. So's the sideline supporters.
Oh, Walker Davis has picked up a 5 there, that's why.
Well, there you go.
Gives him that 15 lead.
Hayden 𝗟𝗡𝗧𝗡 looking at this intently. Edge off of that, onto that. Oh, it's unfortunate he's got a bowling behind in a good spot.
Yeah, hard too. But
Yeah, so that's interesting. Josh Walker-Davis previously dropped a 6 a couple of ends ago. Has now picked up a 5. So nullified that 6 that he dropped.
yeah,
And we see that margin on the big board now back out. 15 shots difference.
you don't want to get it much further than that.
Oh, no. Just asking for this to turn, but
It's close.
oh, he is close.
Shane
What an
Edwards.
effort. What an effort.
I'd say that's another shot.
You're right too, yeah.
Just getting the locals to do my runs for me, mate.
Wow. A couple of people mentioned they expect them to see your face on a placard yesterday for the Maitland area. It's a federal election. But,
Yeah, right. No, not over this not over this side of town anyway. I haven't even followed any of that this year, mate. They all just point out what the other one's not doing. It's terrible.
well, it's one of those things. Probably shouldn't get into
No,
politics
we're not
and
getting
animals.
we're not getting into it at all. Don't get me wrong.
Politics
But
and religions on these things is definitely two subjects. Well, Shannon, he's played solid weight.
he's played very solid weight. It's just a hard shot to play on that hand. All he's really got is up through Hayden's. It's the only way he can get back to it.
Yeah, up and over that. There's a chance of the jack sneaking past there, and Hayden 𝗥𝗡𝗡𝗧's got that bowling behind.
It was a good shot for this one because it would have opened everything up for him. It's a bit harder now, like being 2 down. Depending on what Darren's got coming here too. Darren's also got to be careful. He doesn't want to leave one to give Shannon something to work off.
Exactly.
I'd nearly have been tempted to play this on the forehand.
I was just about to say the same thing. Forehand, you can get back. It's getting back.
Get down
pretty
to
well there.
Shane's, but well, he's trying. Just lacking the weight.
What he's done there,
Oh, it walked out there too. It's just give Shannon something else to work off.
it has.
So that's just give him something to work off. I think Shannon can play this a little.
Interesting.
He want to play it a bit more confident, but is there a chance off the Morrison ball that Hayden's ball goes out through the gap clean in the mortar?
Exactly right. There, like you get that clean split in that Hayden 𝗥𝗡𝗡𝗧 bowl there.
Could pop out the hole.
Pop out, yeah, most definitely. And he's looking at a 1, 2, 3, possible 4 down. Oh no, a 3 because the Darren Morrison bowl would go out as well. So, well, Shannon. He's on an aggressive line. Does he get all the way down to what he wants? Up through.
Off the Morrison one. Falls in for second, maybe.
Yeah, the boys are happy.
I think it's very close for second anyway, so he's played it pretty well there.
Darren Morrison here. Well, looking at opportunity to try and make a multiple. Shane Edwards has looked at that very, very tightly. It could still be 2. No real indication, but here we go. Darren Morrison now. To try and draw down into that hole. Might be just a tad high.
Yeah.
So
another one. Shane's going to have a look at this.
Hayden's confidence.
Hayden's not even getting the tape out of his pocket. And he's handed it to him. You want it, you take it.
Carlingford's shoes, you want to check absolutely everything. It's good practice too, like even if you're a little bit up and down, look, just get that tape on it, get rid of any doubt. You may go, look, I do favour you. Instead of just giving it away to him, put a tape on it. Remove that doubt anyway. So he's measured his own bowl first. Going back to the... Well... Wow.
Close.
It is close, and Carlingford are fans of theirs.
2.
Well, no.
It is 2.
Roger's conceded. He's happy with that measure. It is 2. So, every shot important here. Coming to you live here from East Maitland under their cover, and a little bit of work going on here at the club. I was talking to Rod Darcy myself this morning. They've turned over a few sods of dirt on one of their greens. There's a few renovations, facility management going on here. Plans of a bit of an outdoor area where their third green was, and a 3-rink synthetic.
3-rink synthetic under cover from what I've seen of the plans, and then this grass one to your left as well is going to be undercover too.
Yeah, well, the 3-ring synthetic is not going undercover.
It's not going to be undercover.
It's not going to be undercover. No, men said no, it won't be undercover. But yeah, and then obviously their other grass green, which is adjacent to where we are today, is going to be an undercover synthetic as well. So another club looking at their facility management and providing all-weather facilities.
It's happening everywhere at the minute too. Like the amount you see on social media popping up down in, I can see Castle Hill announced one during the week as well. Victoria's got them popping up all over the place, Queensland.
I know a lot of clubs in my role, which I won't go right into names of the clubs, but there's a lot of them looking at that, and some of them are at the start of facility management planning, some of them halfway through. You yourself, you're ready to turn over a sod of dirt.
Man, I've been ready for 2 years.
Building.
This has been a 4-year process for us, but like just with the area that we're in, we know we're on mine subsidence land. We were declared in 2016, so we've just done everything, Jason. Dot the I's, cross the T's, make sure, because we don't want it to be a white elephant. Like we want it to be a big thing, so we're just making sure we've got everything right, and we can afford it within the budget too. Obviously, you can't just go splashing all the members' funds. So we're pretty excited about what's coming, what's going to start later this year and come out towards the end of next year.
Brilliant. Yeah, good to do. Probably need to do that hard work with your budget, especially the wage you're on, DJ.
You can't behave yourself.
Darcy now. Very good track. We know they come home well from out there, but
just wants to sneak around
clear
that.
Run. Great shot.
He's played good, hasn't he?
Yeah, most definitely. For me, probably pick on this rink at the moment. Said everyone's sort of pitched in and played pretty well, but for me, Rod Darcy's been a bit of a standout. Like Darren Morrison's done a lot for his team in the back end, you know.
He has, mate, he has. Like we said, we reckon sort of the second and the third battle's sort of gone the way of East Maitland. So for Darren to keep the score where it is now, he has to be playing well.
Yeah, most definitely.
Chico Rinks has scored another couple there just to try and keep it a bit close on the Forsyth rink.
So 12-shot difference, still 23 ends to go. Keep an eye on that margin and ends, and something that gets discussed a lot in games is that so-called run rate, DJ.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't want it getting out to 2 an end.
No.
Starts making life difficult.
We'll play it again. Just a little bit on.
Darcy. Yeah, it's a very good bowl. It's pretty well seen. If you start getting out to 2 an end, and especially if you're chasing, you're starting to really try and manufacture shots, and next thing you know, you can be out to 3 an end just like that. So it's important to keep that nice and tight.
The thing is with us, like, because it's 3 rinks, like 12 on the big board at the minute, 3 rinks all score on the same end. Just cuts that down. You know, that's all you got to do. You just got to score.
We saw it the other night in a match. We see Shane finish this one off. Does he get all the way down?
This is fall off the rod ball. maybe.
Yeah, close, good effort. Rolled back up, didn't he? So
Shannon's having a look at it.
yeah, saw the other night in a game, it was getting late in the game too. It was actually the Marylands match against on Friday night up against 𝗟𝗓𝗡, and it was out over just on the 20-shot margin with about 10 ends to play. All of a sudden, 𝗟𝗓𝗡's gone bang, 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 and it's back to under 10 shots. It was.
Yeah.
It was really game on again. So multiples across 3 rinks for one side can really change things up.
Yeah.
Hayden now.
Here from Hayden.
It's right down to that.
Oh, didn't that one come home?
Didn't it? What? Yep, high fives there. Happy with that. High fives across on the Josh Walker-Davis rink as well. So between the lead and seconds. It's just weight dependent now.
He wants Rodrigo's ball, I think. Close all around there. Can we get a overhead camera shot? Can we get a drone in there?
It's been mentioned heaps. State championships, it was mentioned. I mean, state champs last year at Dubbo was mentioned. Yeah, that high shot would be good to see. I believe there was some high shots in one match. I believe for Platinum Pennant where they actually set up some scaffolding with the cameras and got that higher shot.
Yeah, right.
Drones could.
Oh, Wendy against Tarrant Point, you could be right there. Were they up on the side of the green at Wendy?
Yeah, it might have been.
Yeah.
See it perfectly done. Obviously, it's a bigger production, but the BPL get that.
How good is it?
They get that above shot, but this is still bringing you some very, very good action. Picture quality is sensational, I've got to say.
Don't start me on the commentary, mate. Fantastic.
Oh, well, I'm not one to self-praise, mate. I'm not a fan of that myself.
It's the only praise I get, so I tend to hand it out a bit.
Darren Morrison, does he get all the way back? Just a little bit over. Contact on the Rod Ruko bowl could have been interesting there for him.
Yeah, it nearly seems like it's holding short.
I'm not sure. There's not much indication from him up there, is there?
They're giving us nothing, are they?
No.
Shannon's on the wide side there too. Coming now, he wants to try and get down to Sheehan's. Oh, what a shot.
Oh, that is a cracking shot.
Brilliant.
Shannon McElroy. Absolute perfection with weight. It's all the way back down, flops down and adds. That's a great long bowl, Shannon McElroy. Very confident. We thought it was a little bit wide, didn't we? But
it was definitely on the wider side, but he just comes down off that.
Yeah, he nearly got all the way, but basically got back to the centre line, didn't he? Darren, big here, up the middle, looking for some contact. He's close. Well, he got a kill. Great shot. What a reply, Darren Morrison.
Yeah.
Got to say, he is playing out of his skin. Nickname Sniper.
Yeah,
you can see why.
Just held on enough to get a piece of the jack.
Most definitely. So, go again.
Can you classify a ball as a hot shot if the end was then killed?
Well, it is. If you're down on the head and overall score, you're needing shots. You get a kill. You give yourself an opportunity to score. Next time, reset and score. Most definitely, it's a hot shot.
Kevin needs to tie his shoelace over there by the looks of him. What's he doing?
Who?
Kevin Anderson.
Just got some, we'll keep an eye on that. Bit of an OHS issue out there. Kevin Anderson's shoes are oh, what a great opener there. And that's interesting. Matty Phillips playing the wide hand forehand. He's been a little bit backhand around the clock, so I was wondering if there's maybe a bit of conversation being had there.
About time to jump on it.
gone, you know what?
He was
Matty,
loose the last couple of ends up here.
Matty, I want you to try and get in Troy's eye, play his hand and show him off his game. Try a bit short there. Viewers tuning in, if you're checking this out, let everyone know. An interesting battle here. Jump on the Bowls. Let them all know to jump on the Bowls New South Wales YouTube site. Come and watch all the action. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so that you get notifications for future matches. We do have 2 cracking games next week as well. Rodney Ruko, is he going to get all the way back there? He's just a little bit over. He's in a fair home. All the Carlingford Bowls building up. Just behind the head here, Rodney Darcy though, he's been phenomenal and he's not far away again. Rodney Darcy, get all the way down. He has.
Previous major singles winner over here at Eastmead, so he should know the carpet pretty well.
Okay, Rodney just wants to lose a metre of weight, but same weight, got all the way back down to where he wanted to be, but just that metre over again. Well, slightly tighter line here from Rod, and look at that. Wasn't much tighter, but just slightly, and it just ripped across, didn't it?
Yep.
Have a look and maybe get some score updates for you all in a minute.
We'll shout them out at the end of this end, maybe.
Yes, for sure. DJ a job and keep him in charge of that today.
Doubles up as a bit of research for me this week. Like I said, me and Simon back in the studio.
Oh, yes.
What a Load of Bulls podcast.
I did listen to you last week. I did. Well, the replay anyway.
That was a good one, actually, with Kelly, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, she's had a cracking. Well, Shane, does he get all the way back? Good weight. Yeah, well, she's on fire at the moment, that girl, and it was pretty well mentioned in your chat with her.
First time I've actually got to sit down with them. We've got some great characters in the sport, and a lot of untapped ones as well. Like that's first I've really, like, you know what Kelly's done. First I've really actually got to sit and speak with her, and yeah, just brilliant person, brilliant insight into what she's doing at the top end. So yeah, she said self-praise is no praise, but I think the podcast is going pretty well, mate. So we're happy with it.
He's
underneath as well.
He's not up either, I don't think. He disappointed himself there.
This looks a bit better pointed than his previous.
Yeah, most definitely. Does it run all the way up to it now? Get past all that. Well, he has. Close.
He's just not getting the grip that the rest are getting. Just with those old Henselite Alphas, I think he's playing with, isn't it? It's just
No, they're all using XGs.
Sure.
Most definitely. Shane Edwards, Dreamline XGs. Yep.
Just not gripping as hard as what the other guys are. Hayden's maybe overdone it here.
Yeah, he has.
If he gets that one, but yeah, that's a help. Not quite the result he was looking for, but it's a help.
Yeah, it depends.
Toucher from Darren here makes it very interesting. 4 Carlingford Bulls back here.
Yeah, most definitely.
He can touch this 2 feet or so.
Opportunity here for Darren.
Makes a hand for it as well.
I'm sure he's seen it. He'll be going to play for it.
case of touch jack. Let's try that again while I spit the bricks out of my mouth. It's a case of touch the jack 2 or 3 feet, can make 3 or 4. If he just slides by and drops Rodney's out, he's a chance of 2 or 3 there as well.
It's on an aggressive line, so too aggressive, I think.
Yeah, you don't need to be on that hand. Just throw it out there, it'll come home for you.
Yeah, I could see his weight too. He had a good solid weight to get there. So, well, Carlo boys are up next door.
And East Maitland up again over the other side.
Yep. So
Jake Lawton's played a good one there.
High fives all round. Both sides, 2 separate rinks. Analysing going on here, Deej. So.
Yeah, just watching Harry Goodwin's playing one over there. Kevin Anderson was interested for a while. He's got the jack and run through with it. And Kevy's standing scratching the head.
That was quite funny.
It's bounced off. I think it's bounced off the back ball he wanted, but it's popped out the East Maitland ball over there.
What a character.
No, he is. It's good for the game, man.
Look, it's something else that's been very prevalent especially this year. The amount of internationals that are coming over to have a crack at these Australian events. BPL, New South Wales, Platinum Pennant, TAB Platinum Pennant, other formats of the game across other states. The internationals are really taking their opportunities to get amongst it.
Yeah, that's why we've all come out here to try it. It's the best place in the world to be. It is. You're absolutely spoiled out here. So you are. And it just shows with the quality that we've got here.
Josh Walker-Davis has drawn an absolute clanger over there.
Shannon McRoy's trying to do the same here on the TV.
How's he looking?
He's coming down. He's just not getting down quite as much. I don't know. Darren Morrison's going to get another look at this. Shane signalled what he wants. He had his hand on the green there, about 3 feet through. With the jack, he'll make 5.
Slightly better line.
He's giving it more of a chance this time, mate.
He's
giving it more of a chance this time, mate. He's giving it more of a chance.
Oh, too much, but
plenty of room for Shannon still, but what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 there?
Yeah, a lot of room for Shannon McElroy.
You'd back him in. But
great shot by Daz.
Oh, man, you got to play it. You got to put them under that pressure and see how they respond to it.
Most definitely. A funny hand too. It's the first time they probably had to play really wide down on this hand.
So I said that blue line I was telling you about. So
he has to go outside at this time. Yeah. But he's got 3 foot of room. Well, he's got 4 foot of room to get 3rd shot. Back him in all the way. But
Darren, he's not there, Jace. Commentator's curse, was it?
I'm being quiet. Okay, as we look at it. Okay, here we go. It's 1, 2, 3 being taken out.
3 out. Just the 3.
Yeah,
just went
no more.
Too far to the side, so there you go.
There you go. Darren Morrison played the ball. Give
himself an opportunity.
Yeah.
Right, we'll get through the results, not the results, the updated scores.
Yes, update scores. Thanks, Deej.
Belarus Tarrant Point is a cracker, 36-35 on the board after 46 in favour of Belarus. East Maitland, no, we got that one here. Engeling Cougars, 35-54. They trail the Cabramatta Bullants, 46 ends played there. Mount Lewis, still at 20 shots behind Marylands, 59-37 after 49. St John's Park still just hanging on the back end of Raymond Terrace there, 37-30 after 42.
Yeah, interesting.
And the bottom one, Wenty Leagues, they trail Warilla 34-26 after 38 ends. So that's going to be the last finish one, that one.
Interesting results there. Darren's now hit the lead here, 13-12. Boys are
Carlo's got
clapping, yelling across other rinks as well.
Well, they've just put the map down next door as well, and they've hit the lead there, 14-13 on the Forsyth rink.
Oh, there you go.
So what's that?
It's a 6.
That's a 6 there.
Is that a 6 to Chico? I think it might be. Our scoreboard on screen, 13-8 after 14. We look at the scoreboard out here on the rink, 15 ends. Yes, it is. 13-14. So Chickers just picked up a 6.
This is 9 shots over the 2 rinks, mate.
And what's that done to the margin? We're now down to 4.
Darren Morrison was millimetres away from an extra 3.
Yeah. Okay, so Carlo. Big fight back here. It much needed too, because that margin was out to at 12, 14 shots and getting down to the last third of the game.
Key phase of the game now. You want to try and score another couple against 2. Just keep the pressure on East Maitland. So you do.
Well, they're asking questions, and in all honesty, Carlo's playing for their season right now.
Oh, they are. Making a fair show of it too. There's Matty Phillips on it again too. Rodney Ruko. Oh. Rodney Darcy now.
He's...
Just going to slide through, but he's just always been thereabouts, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah. Rod. He's looking to nail one here. So he's just been a little bit, just slightly off, hasn't he?
Slightly off where you want to be.
Compared to...
This is close. He's excited. He's
Oh,
after this
yes.
one.
Great shot. And great timing. Rodney Ruko, front knocker.
Ooh, turning the screw. Darcy's not wasting much time. He's straight on that mat.
Carlingford coming home strong. Asking a lot of questions of East Maitland.
I think Rod was a little bit too quick on that. He just didn't quite get it away. But everything's passed. Rod Ruko's got a front toucher, and everything for the Griffins so far is passed.
There's some interesting results in the other games, and I know that 5th spot there, 𝗥𝗢𝗡𝗡, that 5th to 6th, that points gap is closed now, where a loss and a win can really actually change who's in the top 5, whereas at the start of this weekend, a loss had no change on the top 5, but now it does. So viewers keep an eye on those results as they're coming through. Shane Edwards now. You want to get another one in here.
He's finishing pretty good. That's where he wants to be. There's 3 East Maitland ones, though. 1 Carlo back there. There's now 2 down there, so that helps out a lot. Getting on the forehand side by the looks of it.
That's his bowl coming in. That's the Troy Burton bowl there. Got contact. Great shot. Well,
he's pushed it too far, maybe.
He has, but
he had to make the change.
Most definitely.
He had to make the change. So he'd much rather be playing a shot looking at the jack than looking at it behind the ball. So pretty good.
Very happy with that.
It's up to Shane to respond.
Down the forehand as well now, Shane is.
Just looking to get connection on Rod's ball, which he's done.
Well, he has turned that in beautifully. Brilliant. 2 shots now to Carlingford.
Cracking shots from the thirds. That hot shot, that one.
You're on fire, son.
I'll look after you, Jez.
It's been a bit of a big weekend doing this, mate. Well, get all the way back. Yeah, you can see he was just trying to get promotion.
Yep.
Jack back there. There's 3 now East Maitland bowls sitting there.
Yep. I think Darren's ideal scenario here is to drop that Matty Phillips ball in behind.
Yeah, most definitely.
So it is. Just trying to change the angles of where the jack could go at the minute, because there's a few different connections that Shannon can use there. He's got a pretty large target to work with. Well, what do I know? He's going forehand around the back. That's why we're sitting here. Yeah, just trying to cover these East Maitland balls out here. That's pretty fair from Darren Morrison. Pretty fair. And connections wise, the jack more likely is going to go out this way, so that was definitely the shot.
Yep.
I'll just sit here. Kevin Anderson with a big weight. Jack in the ditch.
Carlo are up. Look at that.
Here they come.
Just about every single Carlingford player had their hands up in the air when they played, and Kevy played that. So,
Shannon McElroy looking to make a change here on the backhand. Any connection on the front ball is going to make a movement.
Is he going to hold enough? Is he?
Wants a piece of that first. Yeah, good shot. And darts by Darren Morrison put it out there.
Yep.
I can't quite see what's going on from here, but high fives.
Yes, it's close, isn't it?
Darren's got the fingers on it. Looks like that was a 2 over there on the Anderson rink.
2 shots it was to Kevin Anderson. 17-13 and big board now. 2 shots difference overall.
Carlos coming home.
Darren Morrison now. Love to get right
Something
down.
very similar to his last, and he likes it. He likes it.
He does. Oh, he squeezed it. Still got the one.
We weren't sure before, we're sure now. It's 1 to Carlo.
Most definitely. And for Shannon, nice and open. He can see it clearly. Should be confident with this. A little trail. He's got catches behind as well, so.
Forsyth walking up the green with purpose there, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. Game face on there, hasn't he?
Oh, man, I wouldn't want to mess with him.
It's a bit scary to look at, isn't it?
I was half expecting him and Shannon to be doing a hacker before we walked out here. But that would have been intimidating.
Okay, Shannon
McElroy
gets down to the jack.
Jack for 2.
Well, he does, and that's
Jack for
2
2.
shots. That's a great
Very good
turnaround.
shot for
Shannon McElroy.
Pretty fair time to be doing it too, with Carlo in the ascendancy.
Oh, most definitely. Right, Halley, we can see next door. He's playing pretty solid.
Well, nobody's moved, so.
Great shot there, Shannon McElroy. Give it every chance to get that result.
Super. Land the ball, return the jack. He had everything to play for and he played it well. $44 to 49.
Yeah, tight one.
Interesting to see what's happening with that middle rink.
Just, yeah, Carlingford made that big fight. Now they just keep that push on now and try and get the lead. Well, East, they'll be looking to put an end to this momentum.
Yep.
Good opener there, Troy Burton. Finishing jack high, but it's a good opener. Use that, work off of that with his second.
Phillips' response. Pretty close, might just go underneath. Yeah, it's pretty fair. That's where it's going to go. These boys are having a look at Ollie's. What's going to happen here?
It's not a very high line here, Troy, but I've seen a few times you get that little bit high and you seem to get that. Yeah. Well, that one sort of finished a little bit straighter. Didn't really rip home.
No.
It did come home well, but didn't rip home. So.
Well, East Maitland have scored on the middle rink. I'm not too sure how many. To put the mark down.
Again, we see Matty just underdone his line there.
Yeah, weight was perfect.
Yep. It's an opportunity here for Rod. He can play confident draw down here. Little trail the jack back towards the Troy Burton bowls would be ideal.
Well, he's responded with a 2.
Well, that's a good bowl
Good
there.
shot, Rodney Darcy. Still 7 ends to go on this ring, but it's going to take some performance to outdo man of the match, isn't it?
Oh, for me, it's still between Rod Darcy and Darren Morrison. Both doing different things, you know.
Yeah.
Darren's worked really, really hard to keep his team in it. Rod has just been powerhouse of consistency, so.
Ruko's just going to go under 2 and not far away. My goodness.
Good effort.
My goodness. Setting up pretty well, this head, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
Carlo's got one side, East Maitland's got the other. Who's going to turn that jack first?
That's right.
I don't know if Rodney's got enough to turn it.
Well, he wants run, doesn't he? I think he wants run.
He just wants to draw it, yeah. Another 2 feet would have been nice jack around the corner, but doesn't make it any easier for Rod. Is he sticking with the forehand?
Well, the way now where that bowl's landed, isn't it? It's very hard for Jack to come across that side clean. He's going to have to play through a bowl to get the jack across there now. Seeing Darren getting Rod to, change hands. Playing positive up on this tighter hand, but
it's definitely positive.
Oh. Will he hold enough, though?
Doesn't look like him yet.
Don't think so.
It's already turning, so he's going to cut across those straighteners.
Yeah.
But that's a home.
It is. Best back, it is.
He played with solid enough weight.
Yeah. Smart bowl by Rod. You know, he might have missed his line, but he played a good weight to still stay on and have an opportunity of counting later on. Hayden Boykowski, trail and jack is what this is all about. Does he like it? It's a little high to me, but he can finish in amongst that pack.
He's got dead weight, it could grip back, but it's just gets a hold over that blue line there, you see. And fell back, rolled back too.
Try to draw it off the first one, mate. There's only 2. Good.
Well, that's pretty aggressive line. Don't know if that one will hold on either.
Man, he didn't seem to get that away at all, so he didn't. But I don't know if he was confident in the shot or not, but his weight was good, just didn't get the line.
Okay, just looking for an adjustment here now on his line. Well,
he's trotting after it.
He's trotting, and I tell you, he is on a tighter line than his first.
He likes this one.
Very weight dependent here. Does it get back, DJ? Down to the jack. Oh, what a great home. Exactly. He's missed it by an inch.
Tell you what, but he's missed it. Gone to a perfect home, and he's got Shannon McElroy coming behind him. You couldn't have done much better.
Most definitely. So Shane now is looking to make that adjustment.
Is he better?
Well, needs to hold now. It's just turning. And look, weight too, I think, Deej. Like, he would have loved it trying to finish a foot or two behind rather than that jack high sort of weight.
Yeah.
All right, Shannon McElroy. Well, there's an opportunity on here for East Maitland. Movement of jack backwards. 1, 2, 3. Gets it in the right position. Back to that Hayden Bukowski bowl. Look, it could be a potential 5 to 6.
Yeah. Kevin Anderson's just picked up another one over there to go 17-14 down. Can't see what's happening in the middle. Looks like an East Maitland shot there. But this would be, in the context of the game, if Shannon could do something with this. I don't think he's here.
Hayden's calling to go out, but I think you're right. He's not quite here enough. No, that's finished short. Sure, there'll be some adjustment, but he's just
I wonder.
An opportunity here for Darren to.
I think he'd like to be attacking at it. But he's got to be careful too, because he's only got that one ball in the head, really.
You're right, and he doesn't want to, square cut it, and his bowl goes through the gap as well, because he could be down a lot more than what he currently is now. So he may go a lot bigger than what we think. No, he's playing controlled.
He's just maybe just over the draw is all he wants. He needs another one in the area.
Turning a bit.
It's going to come to a good home bop.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, through the gap.
Got through the gap, but
he nearly would have been better not getting that glance that he got early. He would have sat onto the other Burton ball back here.
Let's see, Shannon McElroy now. Can he make that adjustment on his first? Give it a chance. Let's put another foot of weight. That looks wide.
There. Surprise there.
Yeah, it was a bit of a big opportunity for a count there, wasn't there? So it's probably 2 already as it is, though. Favour 2 to...
Darren's having a good thing about this.
Well,
Is he thinking jacking the pet or 2 balls out? Doesn't want to get outside. And
will they both go out too? Depends on how he gets the front one. If he got the front one fat, it's going to lock in nearly, so to speak.
I think he can. I think he's just got to play what he played last time. That over the just sort of yard or so on.
I think if Darren's playing big weight, he would play with the forehand more than anything, but he's not going to play big weight. He's looking for that backhand.
Still think he won't.
Well, he's going positive big on the backhand.
He's
looking at it. The guys are liking this. Darren Morrison.
That's 3.
What a shot.
That's 3. What a ball. We were just talking about Shannon possibly turning the jack for 4 or 5 in the context of the game. He's
most definitely. Darren Morrison has played an absolute brilliant bowl there. Jack all the way through back. 3 shots to Carlingford, and could that be a turnaround point in this match?
That's just confident in your ability, backing yourself. Go for it. That's
I mean, we were talking about, weight down there and little touch of Jack across, and he's down a lot more.
Just a more conservative because of there was only the 1 ball in the head. He popped that out. He's another 2 down there.
Yep.
Perfect.
Brilliant.
Probably not a bad hand to play on too. Being that straighter hand, he can just point and shoot at it.
Most definitely.
He's definitely renowned for those shots down. He gets his nickname for a reason, but brilliant. It gives them the lead again now in this rink, 16-14.
Yeah, and brings that master board back. 2 shots now.
I think Ali Forsyth might be holding a couple there in the middle. Sheik was coming up with his first one. He's not short either. He's got a better angle than me there.
Oh,
Sheik was going Jack.
It's close. Well, I don't know whose bowls they are over there. There's a lot of blue and green bowls.
Going by the stickers, man, I think that could be 3D East Maitland, but it is hard to see from over here. Back to our leads.
Yeah. Matty Phillips now on the mat.
It's enthralling all across the green at the minute, isn't it?
When those score lines get like this, there's nothing wrong with us trying to give our viewers some perception of what's happening elsewhere on these rinks.
46-44, 50 ends played.
See this one play out. We might try and get back to some live scores of the other games in this round. So after this is done, as we see Troy Burton, great bowl, comes down, gets a little bit of jack. And his team every opportunity here, trying to wrestle back some momentum. I think momentum's just at that point where it's starting to sway backwards and forwards a little bit there.
It is, man.
We saw
Carlo's getting a bit more confident now. They're up and about.
We saw probably 10 ends previously Carlingford get right back into the game. East Maitland sort of got back out, but Carlo fighting back again, and Rodney Ruko.
He's finding it now, right in the business end.
Yeah, very much needed, and especially for this rink, I think it could be the difference if Rod picks his game up and starts getting more effective bowls. Not that he's played bad. Making his bowls more effective, that could be a big change here. Rod Darcy has been on fire. Not far away again.
Yeah, his weight's been super all day.
Look, holds on close.
But if that's the hand they're all playing, that's where it's going to go. So You would have been expecting a few more cheeky comments in the stream today, wouldn't you?
No, I haven't got too many, actually. One or two here and there. Seem to get more through Facebook, but obviously we're through the YouTube platform, and I like the YouTube platform.
I'm with you.
Quality of the stream seems to be a little bit better.
Rodney might be slightly under again here, but can he use the front?
How's his weight?
Just the same again. Setting it up all right for Hayden, but
Yeah, most definitely.
I mean, look at that. You've got Burton Ball on the way in. You've got the jack. You've got Rodney waiting on it. Like, he's setting the head up pretty well.
So next door, Ali Forsyth's picked up 3. 18-14 on 17 ends now. So just opens that margin back up again for East Maitland a little bit. Updated soon. Oh, that was a big...
We got a half a great shot out of Harry Goodwin there, and he pulled it back in. I think Kevin's played a cracker, but he's got onto the jack.
Yeah, he's played nearly what he's called for, and the result didn't quite go the way.
No.
They were up and about. Big Kev nearly got a jump, actually. He was practicing for the high jump.
Shane's just looking to get down to the Darcy. Well, that's good.
That's
good.
Great bowl with Shane Edwards.
That was needed.
Well, he's putting his hand up, but you know what? He played good weight, and that was always on to sit that bowl.
Probably just a little bit heavier than what he was anticipating.
Maybe, but
he's played that way all day. Like, he hasn't been short.
DJ, got some fans coming on now.
Oh no,
Alex Jarvis, God bless DJ, the best bowls coordinator in New South Wales. Alex Jarvis,
he's underselling me there.
Hey,
just New South Wales. He's underselling me there, I think.
Oh.
That's one of our operations managers at the club.
Okay.
Very keen on the game. I just can't get him playing it.
Oh, you know, once you get a bowl in his hand, you'll get him hooked. So.
No, we thought that. He's won a club fours, believe it or not.
Hodge just got through the hole. Oh, he has played a bit.
He won a club fours. He didn't contribute, but he won a club fours. But he's a little bit he wants to be a bit more fast-paced. I think something like a BPL format suits Alex a bit more than what we have at the minute.
Maitland City BPL Cup coming soon.
Yeah, might have to get him into it. Me and him and another will maybe enter it together, see how we go.
Right, back here to the action. Shane Edwards now.
Similar to his last, it's not as much weight. Obviously, this time back to the draws.
He's looking to get right around that, isn't he?
He's close to keying.
Been under, because that's a bowl of his coming in there short as well.
Yeah, that's pretty good there. That's pretty good.
Yep, got to be
that's
happy with that.
That's 3 East Maitland bowls back there, so that's pretty good to get it there. Hayden trying to make a very minimal adjustment because he only just went through the gap.
It's a pretty tight line there, Deej. Well, doesn't want contact on that.
It's not too bad. It could have been a lot worse.
It can actually be used now.
It doesn't change the shot as such for Shannon, so it doesn't. I know Hayden's a bit against it, but it's just one of those things. What does Darren do now?
I think he plays. I think he plays that backhand Deej.
Plays it before Shannon.
He get that little tuck around it. It's hard because it's getting swooped there.
If he gets down to the ball that that Hayden turned up, he could drop off and just get in the eye, but I think he picked the ball up on his forehand. He did.
Okay.
Again, what do we know?
Yeah, well.
He's obviously happy for Shannon to have a look at it.
What's happening at the back there? And this is probably why, because of those.
It's just those 3. It's just in his head. He's going all the way back now, so he's got best back. He's got Shane in amongst it there. Shannon has to get this perfect to get a multiple. Per Kevin Anderson, that ball he thought was a cracker. He's now lost 3.
Oh, it's 3 down, was he?
Yeah, just giving
after playing a cracker. Oh.
Yeah. Shannon's in the area. Is he going to get down to the Burton ball? No, he's holding out. He's got the Ruko ball in behind.
He's got the Ruko. Oh, that's...
I mean, that could be 4 now.
Well, it could be, and it stopped that jack trail back to his pack, so... Interesting times here, and...
He managed to somehow he managed to turn 2 of them in there.
He has.
That's a shocking result.
Okay. Darren staying on his forehand here.
He's obviously happy with how the head sits elsewhere, so he's just sticking there. Just get around this Ruko ball and be interesting, mate. Look at this. Oh, jeez, there's another.
What have we got there now? 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly
Could
5.
be 5 here. Shannon faces against him. Big ball here. He'll just be wanting to reach up on the backhand, sit and stay something. If he gets to Jack, he does have a ball out there in the back corner.
And you've got a couple of fans on there as well, Deej, but look at it.
Who else have we got now?
That's all right, mate. Okay, Shannon now.
Has he got enough?
That's the question.
And Troy Burton's already dropped his head.
Yes.
Oh.
This will be an interesting...
Oh.
Well, that's a handful.
Wowee.
Wow, that could be a big end.
Well,
5 shots to Carlingford there.
We know what we say about momentum as well.
Most definitely. So, it's 5 shots there on end 15. Big end in the context not only of this whole match, but this rink as well. So, Darren Morrison now out to a 21-14 lead. Big board back to a 3-shot difference. Gotta love it.
All publicity is good publicity, Jason.
Do love it. Matty Phillips now. Yeah. Really important here for Carlingford to...
What a start again. He's flipped over here, mate. It's nearly made the difference.
Look at that.
Look at
4 inches short.
I think you were right, mate, when it happened. I think there was a bit of a conversation. Going all right in the backhand here, man. I think if we drop on the forehand bat and get on this. He's done it well, too.
Pick it up a 5. You really want to...
Don't want to drop one there.
You really want to confirm that 5 and try and win the next end.
That's it.
No, he's getting a 5 and dropping a 3 or 4.
No,
does
3
nothing.
points in the big board. Oh, look at this. 1 on, 1
Matty
behind.
Phillips.
1 on, 1 behind.
This is absolute perfect lead bowling.
Textbook. Michael Smith going for the Griffins. Used to be down here, so he did. Troy's made the correction.
Oh, Troy.
Made the correction.
What a shot. Did get a little touch as well. These leads are having a good battle. Things are getting tighter in there now, and they're stepping up, aren't they?
Ends to go. We're in for a big finish. 3 shots in the game. They like this one.
Rocket.
Oh, what an effort.
Oh, any touch on that bowl turned onto Jack and opens it up again.
He's just trying to get down to Shannon's toe.
Mike played next door by Chico, so Rod's just pulled up there.
Wasn't much of a reaction, but was there?
No, there wasn't, so...
Harry Goodwin seems to have played a few in the other rink the last couple of years.
Wow, what a shot
by
there.
Jake Lawton.
Rod Darcy just pulling up short and wide there, but over on that far rink, Jake Lawton. A nice big weighted shot, got a result. Jack back into the ditch there for East Maitland. Okay, now, Rodney Ruko, can he make
So
that
close last time. Darren's interested again.
slight adjustment, get all the way
Needs to
back to
hurry.
this bowl?
Needs to
Contact is
hurry.
good.
Oh,
Oh, that's unfortunate.
that is.
Very unfortunate. Rod will get all the way back, but how's his weight? Yeah, there they're all happy with that. He's
That's
fishing
where Shannon had the toe. So that's
great home.
Yeah.
You can see his opportunity for that jack to come out of that head, and it's in a very good position to catch. It's also give an opportunity for Maitland to East Maitland make it count themselves if the opportunity arises later on in this end. 52-49 after 53 ends, and we will do an around the grounds after this end.
Griffins are up and about there. Ali must have got a couple.
Well, 22-14.
4.
Well, hang on. No, it might
Still
be
going?
22. Yes, it is 22-14. So that's a 4 to Ali Forsyth.
Walker Davis is holding a couple over here from the looks of it, unless there's one in the ditch we don't know about. Momentum shifting back.
It's ebbed and flowed a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, I really don't know what's going on over there. It looks like all East Maitland bulls. Kevy's shaking his head.
Okay.
And Kevy's comment there was, I'll just see if I can try and get second.
Get all the way back. Get inside that Rodney Ruko bowl. Just swung wide, but
And Sheen got up his sleeve. Backhand trying to sit this Burton ball up. Get Matty's ball on the jack, jam it out, and have a look at it.
Mate, he could be playing a draw and frame it up too
Frame it
for
up,
later, you know.
Yep.
Which
Darren's down on this quick. He likes it. He likes something.
it is. Well,
it's
movement
going.
of that front one's not
It's
bad
going.
either. Guess what? He's
Not to
helped
there.
frame it.
Oh.
It's a good run right through up into that head now. Wow.
That's a 4 at least over there, I think.
So we just saw the Ali
Yeah.
Forsyth Rink pick up a 4. There's 4 bowls pulled
There's
out.
Walker Davis. 4 and having a look.
4 and a look over on the other rink. So East Maitland pushing hard here.
It's the last
Oh,
end.
that's the last end also. So this live stream rink will be the last one off today. Hear the cheers in the background. It was actually on the last end a 5 to Josh Walker-Davis.
Good way to finish.
Yeah, and sews up the rink for him as well. So that's massive. That's huge.
Big finish there.
61-49 now after
Yeah.
55. We're out over. We're at 1.5 shots an end now.
Yeah.
8 ends, 12 shots. Carlo playing for the season, basically. I think we're going to start to see some manufactured shots coming up, Deej.
Yeah.
To try and chase numbers. You can, maybe not yet. They might just chip away with ones and ones at the moment to keep things tight. And when the opportunity arises, go for the count. But Darren now
Darren
big
after
up
the
into
two of them.
this. Will he get back down? Oh,
No.
a bit wide. So Shannon
just
McElroy
got-
now.
It just got out there and didn't look like coming back. So they just holds the line the whole way up.
It's just a matter of they've analysed his head. What's going to happen with the jack? Unsure. Can't cover everything here, Deej. So you just got to go, look, let's cover here for now. See what happens. And he's played this fairly wide. Obviously looking to try and stay that side.
That's where they reckon the most chance of it going out. Yeah.
It's hard to see on the camera, but live view, we can see there's a chance of Jack just popping through that
Popping
gap
through that
there.
way, yeah.
Right where Shannon McElroy's put that ball. Here we go, Darren. Slight adjustment. He's close here. Darren
Wants it
Morrison wants it. Well,
great
that's
shot,
a
Darren.
Great shot. got through the East Maitland bowls, pushed the jack back to his own bowl. That's a Rodney Ruko bowl there, and he's holding one. Big bowl, and just another one for the highlights reel for Darren Morrison for this match. Look at that. Shannon now. If he's gunning it back enough, is he? Well, he's coming now.
Just trying to dead draw.
So that's 1-2 Carlingford.
Yeah, it's probably one of those ones where you would have liked to be a bit more attacking at it, but given the context of the game, it's not worth going more than one down.
If rink management comes in the equation now, you're checking that big board. About winning your own rink now, really. It's securing that big board. The opportunity arises, you know, obviously go for a shot. It's a lot safer to pick up some shots, but...
He's left the door open here. This is the first sort of really short one that 𝗟𝗡𝗩𝗘 Phillips put in.
Yeah, it's not what Carlingford's wanting. They're wanting bowls to be in areas where they can count. Yep. Good bowl by Troy. Giving that one every chance.
Doors open here.
This is pretty well grassed. Does it get all the way back, though? Just a little bit over, but Troy has been missing in better areas.
Yeah.
He has been. If we saw Matty Phillips get on that run and sort of dominate the leads battle, but when Troy's missed, he's missed in the good areas. As we see this end, Matty's first bowl fairway short when teams needing counts. Not ideal. This is a good reply. Rodney Ruko. Well,
very good, Rodney. Started to just dial it in a little bit in the last few games, hasn't he?
Well, saying how he was slightly just missing for a lot of this game. Just by a bowl or a foot of weight, but starting to find that last 2 to 3 ends, Rodney. Look at this reply from the Rodney too.
Yep. The battle of the Rodneys.
It is. Sure, if you'll get all the way back from there. He's just behind Jack, but visually probably helps out Rod here. It's not too badly pointed here.
Pretty similar to his last one, just running a bit. Hello, Shane Edwards, over to you.
Yeah, well, we've got some live score updates quickly as Shane comes up the other end. We'll hand
go
over to
for
DJ.
Yep, Belrose are leading Tarn Point 51-42 after 58. Cabramatta Bullants 68-41 after 58 ends against Engadine Cougars and up on all rinks. Mount Lewis trailing Maryland's Magic 47-72 after 62. They're playing their last end. Looks like all rinks up there. The last rink on is 24-22 though, so we'll see how that goes. Raymond Terrace are starting to pull away from St John's after 54 ends. The score is 55-36. And final game then, the Wenty Magpies against Warilla Gorillas. They're keeping it close, mate. 43-38 in place in Warilla's favour after 50 ends. So only the 5 in that.
That's a great bowl there, Shane Edwards. Yeah, he did get the shot out of that. Wow, that last game, Wenty versus Warilla, that's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Wenty every chance of trying to push in the top 5, whereas a loss to Warilla can really have an effect on that minor premiership battle.
Yep. Looks like Mount Lewis are going to go down all rinks. Yeah, 10-0 it looks like being for Marylands. So that's going to help them with their minor premiership push. And they've still got the game in hand against Carlo too, haven't they?
They do, yeah. Well, they've been really good Marylands this year, and fortunate to have a couple of players just come across naturally and play to them. Plus,
he just wants that to get down a bit. That's pretty good in there. It's pretty good in there.
Yeah.
It's the clap from his skip. Ali picks up another one next door, 23-14. 2 ends to play on that rink. Brings the score at 62-49.
Yes, 13 shots.
Shane's in the area here.
Shane
This is what Darren called for.
Brilliant, and that's straight back to
Manny Phillips.
Manny Phillips bowl. So it's 1 shot there.
1 shot.
Carlo. It's getting out to nearly 2 shots an end now needed by Carlingford. So start seeing this a bit more searching for Jack, searching for bowls, looking for opportunities to make some numbers. Carlingford's season basically on the line here today. I'm just looking at this intently. Does he get all the way down now? Basically pretty close to where Shannon's foot was.
Yep.
Maybe a foot past, but
that's all he wanted. Something around the back, or if he gets a promotion out of the Rodney Darcy goal, fair enough. Darren on the forehand here. Trying to make his way down there, add another, I'm sure. So start turning now. Put the hand out straight away, like you think. Felt he was a bit quick, didn't he?
Yeah. That's okay though. Wanting to give him chances, obviously, to count, but it's a little bit too much there for Daz. But
I just wonder if Shannon doesn't change anything, if he'd be tempted to look for that East Maitland ball.
Well, can you see it? How to get a look, are we? Yes. It's
there on the backhand. It's just, do you want to take it? Still a few ends to go, obviously, on this ring.
2 looks at it as well. Looks to be more conservative, just drawing to it. Does he get all the way back down now? He's just a little bit over, eh? But yeah, opportunity to come inside off Rod Darcy behind that.
No, he's not taking it. No, he's just sticking to the draw. Happy with the 1. Yeah. See if he can add another.
Yeah.
Don't give Shannon any opportunities.
Come on, mate.
He's missed that. Nah. I don't. Up to Shannon McElroy then.
Does Shannon look to use his Rod Darcy bowl and come across on there, but don't know if you're looking at that.
Same thing. This stage of the game, don't give any extra shots away than what they already have, you know.
1 down.
It's got room there. Back yourself for the draw.
That's right. If you miss, well, 1 down. One of those things. You take your medicine, so to speak. Just go, look, we've been too good this end. It's on its way now. They're all looking at it intently.
He wants it solid.
Solid. Oh, he's close. 1 to Carlingford there. So, don't forget, next week, Women's State Carnival kicking off for Bowls New South Wales. There'll be record entries into that Manning Great Lakes area, Foster, Tuncurry. If you're in the area, get on down and have a look at all the action. Followed up by next weekend, Platinum Pennant rounds 9 and 10 as we start getting down the nitty-gritty of our top five and deciding who our finalists will be for this year. Bad start there by Matty, just a bit underdone with his line. Good weight.
Oh, what a shot by Mickey there in the other rink.
Troy Burton, again, very well down, finishing in behind. Matty Phillips, great adjustment. Troy now, he's out on that high line.
Yeah, but look, here it comes already. He's after it. He likes it. Wants to walk it out.
Bodge is liking it too.
Just going to pull up. There it is.
Effort.
Matty Phillips again.
See some weight next door from 𝗟𝗓𝗏𝗡 we do. Ruko, well.
Yeah, he's going to pull up here, I think.
Yeah, he's underdone that one. Surprises me too, DJ, especially when you're needing shots. You should be giving every bowl that chance.
Got to be up. Finish pass.
You know, trying to play that finite dead draw, and that's what happens.
Yeah, but it's never deliberate either. It just shows you what.
Very true.
Ooh, Rodney Darcy trying to come up there.
Yeah, good effort.
All right. As we know, it's all about corrections in this game. What's Ruko got?
Well,
trotting after this one.
It's going to get back hard enough, but that's
good. That'll help.
Yes, it will.
Especially the way East Maitland's playing this hand at the minute, trying to go down for the sit the ball, turn the jack, or turn the short ball. Rodney's cut too much weight this time.
He has.
Over to Shane now. Well, that took him back onto the forehand after that.
A bit of a look they are.
No, Darren still wants a backhand. Just down into there.
Yeah, put another one in an area, you know. Grouping the bowls for Carlingford's important now.
Yep.
You don't have to be getting these shot, but putting bowls in groups and options for Darren to move the jack to him.
Try and convert something, make something out of it. 12 shots behind still. Only 5 ends to go. Maybe hoping 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗡 can do something over the next swing.
Well, fair track. Oh, he's in amongst that pack of Carlingford bowls, so...
Yep.
1, 2, 3 there on the right-hand side. A bit of a hush out here now. It's been pretty...
East Maitland confident they should finish from here, but there's just a bit of nervousness around, isn't there?
Of course they would be, yep.
Aiden's watching this. I don't think he's overly... Yep, no, he likes it now.
Gets down to that green bowl. Shannon's really interested.
Here he comes.
Hayden Butkowski has played a brilliant bowl.
Brilliant. He's got to follow him now, I think.
Well, I think so too,
He's got to
because
follow him.
that's exactly right. See on the replay, Hayden pinpoint. Asking Shane, yeah, you got to come down that forehand, give us a bit of a chance.
He's giving it a chance, so he has.
Get up through that front bowl.
He's going to miss everything.
Well, contact there could have been very, very interesting.
Well, Forsyth's picked up another shot over there. They go into their last end. Not too sure how many it is, but Chico's just thrown them out to the back of the ring.
Bit rude, these leads stand on the mat in front of the scoreboard for us not to see, eh? Really? 24-14. It's on the board now, so 13 difference, 4 to play. See Shannon McElroy Bodge trying to get to that pack of Carlingford bowls there.
Yep.
See, that's where the opportunity is for Carlingford to get a multiple. See if they can't get a multiple. They're looking to obviously kill the ends and restart. Try and provide new opportunity.
It's at that point now where I think it's Darren wants to try and make it 3 or 4 out of this end to give them half a chance. Hope Checo can do the same thing next door.
4 ends to play, let's be honest. They've got to win all 4 of them, I think, Deej.
Yeah, they do. But after that, it'll come down to Darren will be wanting to make sure he keeps his ring point. So,
well, true, but go back to the ladder. Don't know if the rink point's enough to keep him in the hunt. Could be. See what happens with other results and wait for that ladder to be updated, but rink points also probably a bit of respect too, for the club. So coming off quite a heavy loss last night, Carlingford boys, and
they weren't the first that's happened to up there, and they won't be the last.
No, you are correct. Right. Shannon, how's his weight here?
How good's this?
Is he cold drawn this?
Yeah, very nearly.
Great shooting there, Shannon McElroy. Yep. Darren Morrison. Bit of a draw weight there. Looking to swing, maybe. Don't know if he's going to get all the way back for that. So,
No.
That's a bit surprising to me.
Yeah, the boys are having a bit of a look at the big board now and thinking, right out.
Definitely got one, eh?
Yeah.
Opportunity for a few more. Sit that green straight through.
Yep.
Could bring in the front yellow one as well.
Good.
There we go. Aiden said, go on, draw the shot down there. It can't hurt if you hit it. That bowl is just slightly behind Jack too, I think, DJ.
Yep.
So
Something to work off for Shannon, definitely.
if it's in front of Jack, you're probably a bit more tentative.
With it, yeah, because chances of turning it in are very, very slim from this position.
Yeah.
Something to utilise. Hayden likes it.
Well, they're interested, aren't they?
Shannon likes it. It's turning now. He wants the short one up.
Oh,
Gripped hard, that one.
it did, and he's probably chasing. We're talking a foot of weight, maybe.
Yep,
Tiny.
if that.
So it was that just one shot there? It was just one shot to East Maitland there. So that's that one end. As I said, I think that Carlingford had to win all 4. And
Yeah.
14 shots now with 3 more ends to play. There's 2 more ends on this rink, 1 next door to play.
Got to take something drastic to get the big board up from here.
Most definitely.
So it is.
I guess from East Maitland point of view, what do you do to try and chase you? They need 7 shots here to get another half a point.
Well, if they chase that, do they open the door for Carlingford?
Well, do they? That's right.
You just play the balls, mate.
That's
It's all about the big board. Play the balls, and if the opportunity presents itself, try to take it, but don't go chasing that. It's a bit risky.
No, yeah, most definitely. If the opportunity presents itself and it's risk-free, go for it.
Definitely, absolutely.
Great starter there, and that's what they need.
That's what you need to start like that.
Yep. Love to see that as the lead, especially chasing some shots, getting one close nice and early. Gives the rest of the team some confidence going, all right, we're set up straight away.
Matty Phillips is responding again.
Oh, Matty Phillips, what a reply.
Yeah. Yeah, he's turned it in there with his ball still in the area. He's had a solid game, hasn't he?
I think so too, yeah. Yep. Troy now.
Reaching through.
Good home though, liking that. but he wants a bit of a repeat. If he can play a similar bowl and get under, here's to the jack. He's pretty close here. Ooh. Fair effort.
Fair effort again.
Off Matty, make it. Off Matty, wing one, you get back to the bowl.
Rodney now, does he get down in that hole? He has. He's got to the jack.
Great shot.
Great shot there. That's one shot now to Carlingford. Great bowl here from Rodney Ruko.
Just having a quick look at scores here, mate. Windy Leagues are definitely coming back at Warilla. 45-42 that game.
Oh, look at that. That's interesting.
Ends. It is. All three rinks tight. So it is.
Okay, now Rodney Ruko lined up, probably trying to repeat a bit of a much of the same of his first, get down through that hole. They are both Carlingford bowls coming in, so promotion of them's also good. Tell you what, he's on a very good line. Slight, it's just that little bit of weight. Great effort, Rod.
Be interesting if he had to go underneath that and got down to the lead ball.
Wouldn't it? What? Opportunity for a count. Would have been on.
Looking at the other ring there, it's pretty spread open, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ali Forsyth right on top of it.
Yeah.
That's a lot of East Maitland over there. That's Checo's yellow ball, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah, for sure. Okay, Hayden Boykowski now. I hope that's how you pronounce it. Boykowski.
Yeah, it's Boykowski. Yeah.
Well, does he get right up to this? Hayden, good effort.
That's
6 inches of weight, that's all.
That's solid in there, but that's what makes it very hard for a count to come.
Yep. This is good game management by East Maitland, not needing to get the shot at all, but limiting every opportunity for Carlingford to get.
Ali Forsyth finishes with a 1 there to make it 25-14. So yeah, fair fight back from Carlingford there in the middle section of the game, or the back third sort of. But
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, East Maitland just kept them off at the end. Some big bowls from Forsyth and Walker Davis. Shane Edwards just going to drop underneath.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's something to play to.
Something to catch back there now for Carlingford.
Hayden will just play something similar again. Turn the jack around the corner for 3 if he can.
He's wanting this to pull back.
He's in the area. It's just going to hang out there.
Oh, and he just. Good home.
Oh, yeah. See what Shane's got on now. He's still on that backhand. I wonder is he up through the Ruko ball? Trying to make some sort of connection. Move the East Maitland guys out.
Definitely.
Have a look at it.
Good area. How's his run to push through?
Oh, in there. Yeah, very good. That's good there too for
Most
also
definitely.
for what East Maitland's trying to do.
Yep.
Shannon McElroy just trying to do what Hayden was trying to do. Jack around the corner. Touches anything at all, he can make two out of it. Just urging this one up.
They are, aren't they?
Just urging this one, just doesn't feel like he's there.
Pointed again.
So, what's Morrison got up his sleeve? Is he aggressive enough to think kill? 14 down with 2 to play. You have to think at this level, like,
very hard. 2 sevens, 8 and a 6 just for a drawn Rink. And in all honesty, just for a draw. In all honesty, Carlo need the win.
No.
They're looking at 15 shots. They need 2 ends. So could be a matter of, you know what? Don't think we're going to do that, but let's secure our Rink win here.
Get the Rink win, yeah. I think that's the way.
You're coming, mate.
Yeah, he's just getting down into a good area.
You can imagine if he thought he had any chance of getting that big board win, there was going to be definitely weight there.
Yeah, 100%. Man. 100%.
So, look, he's played really, really well. Got the Rink win, you know.
Well, not yet. Nearly.
Well, 8. Yeah, no, you're right.
Shannon.
8 shots with 2 to play. Sorry.
He's close here.
Shannon McElroy.
Just
Get back enough.
struggling to get down, unlike the other hand, isn't it?
Well,
No.
nothing changing here. It's 1-2. It will be 1 at least to Darren.
Yeah. Careful draw.
Draw for a 2 here, is he?
He'll be very careful, mate. He'll either draw it dead or he'll be short. He won't be out.
Yeah. At very worst, he's going 1 down here. But I tell you what,
He's had a fair crack at it.
he has had a fair crack. That's a
crack
very
at it.
good crack.
But one.
We're at 1 to Carlo, so
That makes basically the big board is secure for East Maitland. It'll be a 9-1 win.
it will be. And yeah, and this Rink is wrapped up for Darren Morrison
wrapped
too.
up.
Now it's 9 shots difference.
Well, being at the league stage, they've got to play these things out. Count back all counts when the competition's this close.
Yeah, most definitely. As soon as this is completed, I'll jump out and get some interviews with the 2 skippers here, and
Yep.
I'm going to leave the viewers with DJ and let him have the run of the commentary box. So I will be watching the replay of that when I get into my motel room tonight to see what he has to say.
Throw me into the deep end, mate. Thank
So
you.
if you're still listening, get a couple of comments in there for Deej. He's going to have probably 30 seconds to a minute by himself.
No, we'll just run through some scores, I think, mate.
Yeah, definitely give a bit of an update on what's happening in the other matches, and that Wenny Leagues and Warilla one. That's a very interesting one.
Yeah.
And obviously Raymond Terrace too, with Engadine sort of going down. Well, the game's not over, but Raymond Terrace looks like jumping in the top 5 now as well. So I'll definitely give you a quick update on that. We see here what a great opening end here from Matty Phillips. He has played really, really well.
He's been solid, man. He's won the battle of the leagues for sure.
He has. Jake Burton, though. Jake. I know a Jake Burton. Troy Burton.
Yeah.
What a reply. The lead battle has been very, very good, actually. But I think you're right. I think Matty Phillips just won that battle up front. It's the second battle. Rodrigo has, he's got an edge off of that and got across and in. Rodrigo's picked up the last 2 or 3. We've got to say Rod Darcy has been a standout in this battle.
He's been very good, man. Very,
yeah,
very
for
good.
sure.
Finishing the way he started.
He sure is. It's just another example of how he's played here today. I've got to give a man of the match, and not that we have to, but look, early on you looked at it and it looked like it was going to be very difficult for Carlo. Darren have to pull out some big shots just to keep him in the game, and look at where we are now. They've got the Rink tied up. I have to say Darren Morrison's man of the match on this Rink.
Probably have to give it for that reason, mate. You're right.
I think so.
You're right.
Think so. But Rod Darcy, in a losing side, has been phenomenal. Or losing Rink, not side. few technical people out there will probably...
yeah. Andrew Lynn, if he's listening, he'll have you for that one.
Oh, I don't know, an old match chair from up our way, Darren Blake, up at Ocean Shores. He's, chips me on it as well.
I'm going to keep the rest of the scores, but just to let you know before you jump out for your interviews and leave me in the deep end, Wendy Leagues have just hit the front against 𝗟𝗡𝗡, 49-47 after 58 ends.
Well, that's an interesting one. 5 ends to go. Wenty in front by 2 over 𝗟𝗡𝗡.
And they've got 2 of those rinks up as well.
Wenty have?
Yep.
Okay, so interesting.
18-16 playing the last end, 18-15 couple to go, and 16-13 in 𝗟𝗡𝗡's favour from the last end.
Well, positive weight there from Shane Edwards.
Trying to make a change, so
yeah.
Hayden will just be coming down on the forehand, I'd imagine, trying to drop inside that Ruko ball. It looks very much underneath.
That's a very relaxed bowl, I think.
I think so.
He's got a sly grin on his face up there too, hasn't he?
The concentration level wasn't 100% for that one.
Yeah. He's probably thinking, well, guys, we lost our rink, but overall, as a club, we've done the job,
That's what they want.
Got the masterboard sewn up. Well, it's not bad. He's opened up more opportunity to get down into that head now. Straight to the jack.
Is Darren going to get adventurous and play enough weight for a kill?
Well, who knows? He may. Does he get back down enough here? Bodge, no, he hasn't, but finished in behind. Might see. I don't know if we're going to see weight to kill it, though. I think Darren obviously got in his rink line sewn up. No chance of getting the big board. Positive draws.
Just any connections good for him, really.
Wow,
just outside.
Yeah, just outside, all right.
Shannon. Just on that wide side out there as well. Oh, he's going to go forehand.
Is he playing no, it's...
Yeah, I'd be scared there, but yeah.
Just over the draw weight. That's
That's
him coming in. That's a Shane Edwards bowl.
Just didn't get it square enough.
No, he didn't.
So he didn't.
Well, viewers, as the last bowl comes down, they shake hands. I'll leave you with DJ. I'd like to thank DJ for joining me today, and I'll leave you all with him.
Thanks, Jace. Well, folks, that concludes our coverage. Jason's just going to jump out and have an interview with the 2 skippers from this live stream game. Just to give you a quick rundown around the greens of what's happened. Pretty much all other games are finished. Belrose Bulls with a 54-48 win over Tarrant Point. Looks like a 9-1 win there. Engadine Cougars went down to Cabramatta Bullhands on all ring subs, 10-0 for Cabra, 75-42. Mount Lewis went down 10-0 to Maryland's Magic, 73-47. Raymond Terrace have defeated the St John's Park Saints with a 9-1, 65-41 victory. And the final game that we were just talking about there, Wenty Leagues currently lead 𝗟𝗡𝗡 49-47 after 58 ends. All 3 rinks still out in the green there from what we can see on the live scores. So, as always, folks, hope you have enjoyed it here. We'll be passing over to Jason very, very soon, like we said, to interview both Shannon McElroy and Darren Morrison after this game today. We'll be back Friday night for the Griffins again, away this time to Raymond Terrace. And you'll see some more live streaming this week with Bulls New South Wales for the Ladies Carnival being held up there in the Foster-Tuncurry area. So thanks again, folks. Hope you've all enjoyed it. We're just getting ready to pass over to Jason now for his interviews.
Well, welcome viewers, and with me I have Darren Morrison, the skipper of Carlingford Koalas. Well, Darren, bittersweet there. Got the Rink win. However, overall result, not quite what you wanted. Really hurts the chances of that top 5 position. How do you think the squad will be feeling, and what do you think you're going to aim for in the next couple of rounds?
Oh, look, it's been a tough weekend for us this weekend. We've, definitely, probably top 5's definitely probably gone for us now. So, we just got to work hard. It's first year for a lot of these guys playing in the competition. So now we just got to sort of work hard the next sort of 4 games and see how we can go. We've got 3 next weekend, 2 at home. So we'll see how we go. Guys are feeling a little bit down at the moment, but, that's just the nature of the competition. It's a strong competition, and we're, we're learning each weekend. We're still getting the team right. So see how we go next weekend, and we'll keep fighting and keep battling on, and we'll see what happens at the end.
Yeah, mate, and just on probably a personal point of view, yourself, mate, bit of a standout there today. Your team was really needing you, especially early in the game there, and you come up with some howlers yourself to keep them in the game and get the Rink win in the end. The boys are rattled together towards the end to give you more opportunity. So how are you feeling with your own game personally at the moment? Must be feeling pretty confident.
Yeah, it was nice to sort of play some good ones today. The boys up front played really good, a really good battle between the up front guys, all of them really from both sides. So, there's plenty of bowls in the area and that. So, happy the way I'm sort of playing at the moment. So, like I said, it's sort of hard to keep your confidence up after a disappointing weekend. And but we'll keep going, and we'll see how we go. We've got a big week coming up at Rilla for the Forest side now, so we'll regroup and go again.
Yeah, all right. Thanks for your time, Darren, and all the best for the rest of the Platinum Pennant competition. Thank you. Okay, and with me we bring in Shannon McElroy, skipper here for East Maitland. Shannon, Rink lost today, but overall got the masterboard, mate. So East sitting in 3rd spot, helps cement that position. Got to be pretty happy with how the performance that East have put in so far this season.
Yeah, like we said at the start of the season, we wanted to create a nest here, and we won all our home games. So that goes to a long way of getting further in the competition. That game in particular just played, I thought we're on top of them quite early. Darren played a lot of big shots when needed, and there were a lot of killed ends there. A few misses there, we could have got a few more shots, but then probably down the stretch, down the back half, probably just got caught out of position a couple of times, especially consolidating around the back. That's when the numbers came on, and so I left a few points out there. But all in all, the team's going pretty well. I mean, it's a good bunch of guys. As a Meatloaf will say, mate, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So we got that this weekend. So it just means that the home stretch is going to be pretty tough. Our last 3 games are away, and big game next week against the Terrace. Obviously, there's a bit of rivalry here between this club and them. So the boys will be up for it. All in all, going pretty well.
Excellent, mate. Okay, well, thank you very much for that, and all the best for the rest of your games this season. East Maitland sitting in 3rd spot at the moment, so keep it going, and thanks for your time.
Hey, cheers, boys. Thank you.
Well, there you have it. The East Maitland Griffins secured a 9-1 win over Carlingford Koalas and cemented their position in top 5. Thank you very much, viewers. Don't forget, tune in next week as we come to you live from Raymond Terrace on Friday night and followed up live from Engadine on Saturday. Other than that, thank you very much. Look forward to seeing you on next time.